And with that, we are live. Hi, everyone. Welcome for another session of Light of Thylea plays Odyssey of the Dragonlords. We are the wonderful
Drink mayonnaise in front of your friend.
Stop it. My name is DM David, and we are ready for an insane session, I guess. This is going to be Season 1, Episode 111. So, for you numerology
11 episodes old
people. Yeah, we are at the 1111, which means a lot of natural ones tonight. I am excited for it. I am here for it. As a person who rolls the most dice, it will probably mostly be me. We have to call out every natural one that is rolled tonight just to see who has rolled the most, and why will it be Elena. With that, as we're getting into it, oh no, not that face. Is there anything that you guys have seen in the Nerdiverse that you all want to shout out? Otherwise, I say, let's get right into it.
I'm playing Dragon's Dogma, and it's really kicking my ass.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna say.
But
also,
you just
Elena,
have to pay on $1.99, and then you can change how you look. It's fine.
Right. Also, I saw your pawn, Elena, because you can view other people's pawns. And why is your pawn named Main Pawn?
Change its name.
I think that's the default name. Yeah, there's a bunch of
default name. I thought you were going to call me out for what he looks like, but I appreciate that you called me out first.
You know how you can set nicknames for your friends on Discord? And that is the name that will appear whenever they send you a direct message? I have a new naming system.
Main pawn.
Main pawn.
Main Pawn.
Second pawn.
Second pawn. Pawn? Just question mark.
Yeah.
Did you know that there was a 1.6 update for Stardew Valley, and now you can drink mayonnaise in front of people?
Yeah.
All right, with that, I want to do a recap a little bit different tonight. For those of you that watched last week, you know that shenanigans ensued. Specifically, the dragon crew got sent to help Estrella after some dramatic roleplay that probably would have put the writer of Twilight to shame, involving Daphne. We found ourselves in a little bit of a shenanigan situation, but turning it towards you all, how would the dragons have told that story to the rest of Light of Thylea as they arrive with a slightly altered adult Estrella? Dragons, take it away. As the Light of Thylea sits across from you, dumbfounded that you were able to so quickly accomplish a mission.
Kyra's wearing her new
leather getup.
That is very off-brand, but she rocked it for this search and rescue mission.
Mostly disguised.
Yeah, she would be like, it went off without a single problem. Petor invented the worst contraption known to mankind.
Oh,
it's amazing. I will make sure that everyone has it.
Yeah, aren't you still in that form?
Oh yeah. It's like with the
right. He invented sports bras. I was like, what did he invent? I don't
push-up
remember.
bras.
Not even sports bra, just push-up bras.
Oh, yeah, it's push-up bras. Yeah.
Wait, why? Wait, Petor did?
Yes, he disguised himself as an Amazon and then invented push-up bras.
A very attractive Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, it was Taylor Swift. I don't know why, but it was just Taylor Swift.
Oh,
when isn't it?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Helios just looks at them and goes, "It's no wonder that Daphne is a mess because most of her family are just raging idiots." And then walks out of the room.
Wow.
Yeah. We can't even argue.
But we got it done, and you guys probably couldn't have, so it's fine.
Brissy goes, what do you mean? We would have done it great.
No. We did it without killing. We killed only 3 people.
Oh,
we did it without killing anyone. Let me take that back. Nobody was harmed in the search and rescue of
Nobody
Australia.
was intentionally harmed.
Argenti, who is kind of like on a walking cane somewhere behind, just like, what do you mean nobody died?
Nobody died. Well, I should say nobody died on purpose. It was more of a...
They could have survived that fall.
Yanni goes,
you never know.
That make it worse?
No, we
kill people on purpose. It has a purpose. Otherwise, that's just meaningless collateral damage.
Well, they were trying to
fell
do
from
a
a
ritual.
height. Yeah, they just
Yeah.
fell. They fell over. So they could have survived. They might have not have survived. Who really cares? It's details.
Yeah, and
Daphne
they were trying to
just
do
goes,
this really bad
"Jealous."
ritual.
If you put your teleportation circle on a giant floating rock, that's a risk you have to take.
Yeah.
Do you see how they're approving my points right now?
I know.
They must have good life insurance plans. They're taking risks like that.
Darian just sits there with a
Liability
notebook, just going,
insurance.
"This is what it could be like with a team that actually cares about each other. Amazing." The fanfic
I'm
writes
very
itself.
Who is everyone playing right now? And why is David playing everyone's character? I'm very confused.
Well, for about half the
Well, at least
session,
we're
I
keeping with
thought-
our current disposition, so.
I was Kyra.
Okay. Okay.
Alex
Yes,
was
2 wishes in the last week. My brain's a little scrambled. Sorry.
Yeah.
Start being a god.
Tyler was Valis.
Oh.
Clancy was Vulcan.
Yep.
and he was disappointed the whole time. David was
Valis.
Helios. And then, as you know, Alex was Pitor.
Very good.
That was really just so I could practice
And
my
our
dragon.
gentle-
And David was all the people that we didn't kill.
Yeah. Yeah, we
That's some
found
that
out
we
the
did.
dragons are really strong.
We also found out that they can try and transform us into not a dragon again as well. So that's probably how they killed all the other dragons.
Oh, true.
Oh, yeah.
We also found out that you can't do dragon stuff if you're not a dragon.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Next time we should actually bring weapons with us. I think that would have been smart.
Yeah.
Then are they
Pitor
dragon
forgot his
sized?
weapons.
So when you get
I
small,
forgot
it's like,
my
"Oh, this is so small."
diamonds.
Do you wear like a,
But,
like a dagger for a dragon that then turns into a greatsword for you as a person?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, to be fair, we're used to being the weapons. Like, we are the weapons, so we don't normally have to bring anything, yeah.
It's like it's beneath you.
I
You're
always
claws.
carry a weapon with me.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. You know
what I
A
mean.
dragon is never unarmed.
Yeah. Everything went well.
I mean,
Like we
unless
said.
it lost the fight with Obi-Wan.
We saved Estrella, but I did leave my diamonds in the palace, so she's still dumb right now.
Yeah. Feeble-minded is what we say. We don't say dumb, Valis. That seems very unkind and unlike you.
No, she's dumb as
Wow,
rock.
it's just as going through it.
That seems more appropriate to come from Peter.
You hang out with Lyra once, and you're suddenly just an absolute bitch.
I know. You guys have bread and not bread and breakfast. Bread and
Oh no, not bread and breakfast.
It's called
I don't
toast.
know what was that, guys.
Oh my god, yes.
I don't know what you guys had for breakfast, but I just know.
We didn't eat anything for breakfast.
Valis knows what Lyra had for breakfast. That's about it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So that probably told you nothing about our adventure, but basically,
No, it
we
didn't.
got
That's
in.
Argenti, you're now Argenti.
Okay.
Yeah.
Saved
As you're with the
Estrella.
rest of the light of Thylea
Yeah.
that all look very like, okay. After
Oh, we also harassed a farmer. Don't forget that part. We did
Always.
harass a farmer.
always. Argenti, give you a little bit of since you didn't watch the last episode, what happened was you were in there. Helios throws you out there. You're like, oh! And then, of course, Aesop and what's this bucket kind of rum over to you, making sure you're okay. Helios gets flung out as well. Brissa tries to go in there, gets flung away. Lyra tries to go, meh! And then does brain damage to Daphne.
did.
Darian finally is able to kind of calm her down, talk her down, and is able to get Daphne to listen. However, Daphne has changed maybe a little bit. Let's just say the makeup is even more brand.
Okay.
Isn't she like albino now too?
Not albino, but like pale, yes.
Like,
So she
let's
looks
just
like
say, like,
Kiss, like the band Kiss.
Like,
yeah, and it's on her hands. Like, she almost forgot to wash her hands after she put her makeup on. Like,
I
it's
was
just
kind
like
of thinking
spreading.
like the Crow. But
Or yeah, that too.
Daphne.
You remember when Lord performed at the VMAs and she had like the black paint on her fingers and it looked like she had frostbite? That's
Yes.
kind of what Daphne looks like, except it's
yes.
like all over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
And
support
we've
that.
decided Daphne can't be alone at any time. So we're gonna hang out with her in shifts.
Also, it's about to be her birthday.
Oh, no, it's
canon.
not.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that's
canon.
right.
There was
No,
the
that's
birthday party.
right.
Totally not related to anyone else's birthday. Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah. So that's where we left our group. We left our group where we just realized that we failed Daphne, and it's her birthday soon. So
All
we
right,
felt
we're
like
switching
real
back. You
shit.
guys are now Light of Thylea. I'm the dragons.
Yeah.
Peter goes up.
So that's right, we got things done. I am gone from the oath. This is fantastic. See, this is the kind of shit I can do when I'm not shackled anymore, baby.
Are
Any
you
more
sure
questions?
Estrella's okay? She looks kind of...
I don't know. That's magic shit. I don't do that. Good luck. We're awesome. Fuck yeah, Peter out of the temple. And he kind of just starts walking out.
God, I hate him.
All the other dragons kind of shake their head currently in their humanoid forms. As Vulcan goes, just make sure that you take care of it. Magic should do it. Restore her to herself. This is good. Good doing mission together again. Kyra rolls her eyes. Stop trying to make this a family event where we're somehow connecting again. It's not going to be a thing. Stop making it a thing. I just was trying to say, stop it. Vulcan walks out. Bas just goes, well, that was fun. I must say, it's been a while since I stretched my wings, but she kind of walks Estrella over towards all of you. I believe you all should be able to aid her, yes? Oh, sorry, you're all scribbling on parchments over there? Are you just passing them out while we're making announcements to each other? Is that what's happening? Why are you four sharing a scroll? Why don't Brisa and Yanni also get a scroll? What is happening with that four-way
I
scroll
thought
over
that
there?
you guys were gonna fix her if we just gave you a diamond. This is back on us.
We
Yeah,
just
I
wanted you
don't
to
think
feel
we
like
could
you also
actually-
did something.
We
Look,
did
I don't
plenty.
think we can do that.
Oh, no,
Estrella's
just,
the only
you
one
know,
who can cast that spell.
I just figured that you
We
wouldn't want to
can't
give me
help her.
something else. It might get lost or stolen, you know? I just wanted to make sure that you took care of it this time the right way, right?
Well,
Valos
as long
winks
as we
at
give
you
it
and
to
goes,
you and you
"Goodbye."
use it right now.
And she starts walking
that,
out. As Kara goes, listen, she is still taking that whole joking about the messenger thing a little bit more poorly than she leads on. And I think this is the first time she's letting loose. I like this new version of my sister. She's been around you a lot, Lyra.
Well, this still counts as an uncompleted mission, so...
Oh, I wouldn't say that to her. She's a dragon again, you know?
Who
So we
can't
should be
finish
more afraid
things?
of the dragon than the goddess?
Hmm?
We should be more afraid of the dragon than the goddess?
I don't know. She couldn't really let loose as a goddess. Now she can. So can I.
I feel like you're kind of letting loose is more like death by snoo snoo, though.
No, that was me as a goddess. This is going to be
Oh.
death by actual, breath. Anyway, that was incredibly exhausting. We did super well. This is how it's done. It took us, less than 12 hours? Cha-cha! She starts walking out. As Helios kind of steps up towards you, Yanni. All right, can we go back to... Have you done more work on the formula?
Yes.
You don't have to. If you don't have time, it's okay. You don't.
No, I looked at it some.
Okay, you don't have to say.
I haven't had a
Let's
chance
just-
to really dig in.
It's let's go work on stuff. Unless,
Okay.
Do you any of you have more questions? Estrella safe. They were working on some kind of a ritual. We didn't ask any questions. We asked so few questions, but they really liked to debate in the bathhouse. There was so much debate about how to proceed. It took forever. I think we spent at least 35 minutes in that bathhouse just debating how we're going to impersonate some of these people, and then they started walking away. Anyway,
That sounds right. Yeah,
it does. It is kind of hard being an adventurer. I haven't done it in a long
it
time.
is.
You know,
No, I mean that's kind of normal for us. We, get caught up in the minutia and forget the big picture all the time.
I'll talk to the others. They need to give you more credit for what you do. Or not. All right.
I mean, I don't really care so much about credit as results.
Is
Speaking of-
Estrella still like drooling next to us and we can't help her?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, we should have. I should have some priests that are. hopefully
Yeah, there's got to be somebody in
ready
this
to,
palace.
that we can tell to do. Fix her up.
Etc. All right. As you guys walk her over, and Aesop would be able to help out with that, and is able to restore her. Who all is there when Estrella comes back to?
I guess I'm off with Helios.
I'll be there.
I'm probably still.
You can totally tell Helios, I'll catch you there. I want to talk with Estrella first. It's been a minute.
I think I'd be there, but I wouldn't interact with her. I would just be there for information.
Just look away from her and shield her face.
I don't know you. I haven't traveled with you.
Am I still under house arrest? But
You mean
bedroom
sleeping?
arrest? Yeah. For sleep. Yeah.
A Centurion is at your side at all times. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Listen,
Maybe I don't want to
the
be there. I don't want
all
to show up like
times.
I'm.
The Centurion doesn't feel great about it either. They're a little bit scared.
All right.
Argenti, as you're also being wheeled in by Matteo.
Wheeled? Wheeled?
How are you getting worse?
Yeah, they have wheelchairs.
2 wishes in a row, man.
He's got you strapped onto a hand truck, so he's just like,
But you still have your cane, and
It's
that's
just
what makes
a
it
cart
great.
with a donkey, and then they like crank up the backside. It goes so like you can look up at people.
Up
As-
down here.
Estrella comes back to the magic taking effect and the feeble-mindedness lifting off of her. Her eyes become focused again, focusing on you all, looking around, and she immediately goes to embrace all of you. One by one, weeping into your shoulders, into your arms. She kind of like pulls back away. She does stop at Argenti. What happened to you?
Wishes.
I am so
Wish.
confused right now, but I'm glad that you're okay. Do you need help? Okay, is there anything I can do? Where am I? Wait, this is the palace, right? Why is there a hole in the roof?
Is this a sunlight?
Did you do it? Did everything work? You're all alive.
Yes, Sidon is gone. He is no more. So it is done.
That part is done.
What do you mean that part?
there's the complications as always, you know.
Oh,
All right.
nothing is ever simple.
The last thing I remember was that I was on the ship with the rest of the crew, and then we were attacked. Multiple swinging Geigans came up and they struck us again and again. They pulled all of us off of the ship, one by one. I was trying to get us away, but not in time. And then they threatened the crew. They killed 2 before I finally cracked. I'm sorry.
What happened after that? Did they take you somewhere?
They
I mean,
made
back
me-
to the islands, obviously.
They made me take them to the underworld, to the Nether Sea. Also, I think that was weird is these Geigans. They bore the armor of Sidon, but they did not respond to him. They were not with him. They were led by a Medusa. A Medusa Geigen.
That's
A
not
what now?
terrifying or anything.
That sounds horrendous.
Wait. Serious question. Did the snakes only have one eye each?
Yes.
Did they have 6 arms? I'm just curious.
Were the snakes super ripped? Was it just weird, like abdominal muscle snakes?
I mean, they look like anacondas.
I hate everything about that. everything about it. So many limbs.
They all just have tiny little arms.
That's what I'm picturing.
No, the snakes did not have arms. No.
Okay. You've missed out on a lot. You might want to sit down. And
Okay.
long story short,
Oh,
Sidon is dead.
right. You said that.
However,
Uh-huh.
Moxena, along with
You got it.
Who's-
I know you do. I,
I
believe
don't.
in you so much.
Casaria,
That's
Yep.
the one. Yes, that makes
Yes,
sense.
yes.
Uh-huh.
yes, have teamed up, and they're trying to become gods themselves. And now we're up against the Amazons and I guess a bunch of Medusa Geigans. So great time.
And potentially Kentamane if it gets bad.
Yeah, they want to release Kentamane.
That is such a terrible idea. Why would they want to do that?
Well, it's because they want to stop the fates. They don't really like the fates.
All right, calm down. They gave you a chance. You blew it.
No, I didn't want to be associated with them anymore, all right? Besides,
Yeah, you
that's-
switched to Sidon instead. So
I sure for a bit there, but then I switched again to Thylea, okay? I was just dating around until I found a good fit.
Oh,
so anyways.
that's not a weird way to say things. At
Not
all.
in my family. Because you always make those
Perfectly
jokes.
normal.
Oh, speaking of your family, Lutheria, alive, no longer in prison, killed the Furies. Oaths
What?
don't matter anymore. Also exiled herself and ran away, so she's gone.
And you guys let this happen. Liani, I thought
We
you wanted
also-
to murder her.
Did we mention that she was basically like mind fucked by your grandpappy the whole time?
We're really not telling you this in a good order.
Yeah,
Oh,
we.
I'm sorry. Daphne? Are you okay? I'm just sensing interesting makeup choice. It suits you. It's a little severe.
We don't talk about the makeup.
It's a phase.
We're not talking about
Oh, is this one of those
It's a new-
situations?
you just see.
Lyra
It's
has
a new
mentioned this before.
development.
There is a whole
You know-
theater play saying like we don't talk about Bruno. Is it like this?
No.
It's like a whole allegory for mental. Oh,
Lyra would never. But, yeah, it's a new development. We don't bring up the makeup.
we don't talk about Daphne. Okay.
We're
First-
processing. We're processing, but we need to focus on your situation first. So you got brought to the underworld. What
I did,
happened
yes.
there?
Well, we were sailing through it. By the way, they took the teleportation circle and threw it off in transit, so I don't know where it is currently.
How
How do you
It was
yeet
engraved
a
into the deck.
teleportation-
it's
Yeah, they're
etched into the wood.
Did they cut off a piece of the deck and there's just a giant hole in the ship?
Yes.
Oh, sweet
Oh.
Jeebus. Whoever that is.
Like into the water? Like was
Is
that
that
land?
what we have to contend with? No! She began screaming.
I guess that would be possible because the oath that we made to the ship doesn't matter anymore. So that's why we didn't die when they destroyed the ship.
I mean, the ship is not destroyed. It's still functional.
A hole in the top of
Our-
a ship is no longer a functional ship.
Well, no, the bottoms were
No, a hole in the
buried.
bottom
top
of the
is-
ship is no longer a functional ship. A hole in the top, it's okay. It's called a
It's
cargo
fine.
Do you
hatch.
talk about
It happens all the
basics of
time.
ship design? Well, that one?
Yeah. Like where was the circle?
Tyler,
If it was on like the
have you
top
ever-
deck. We're fine.
It was
Have you ever been on a
There
ship?
was a hole in the
teleportation
poop
circle.
deck, okay? There was a hole in the poop deck. That one is not lethal to the ship.
Natural sunlight. Like this
I was
sunroof
thinking
right
like
here.
the whole
For the-
deck of
It's
the
just,
ship.
it's just sun tanning the hole in the poop deck. So,
Yeah.
well, we
Have you
arrived
seen a
there.
basic rowboat? That's really just a bottom of the ship
Yeah,
with
do
no
you know
top
how
of the ship,
often
and
people
it
flip
floats.
rowboats?
You can't help stupid.
Now I'm just imagining Gygax just like skateboarding on the Ultros and watch the thing flip, bro. All right. Well, we arrived in the Nether Sea, and
Anyways, that seems like overkill, but okay.
they made us go to these large cubes. They were suspended by massive chains from, well, I don't know if the Nether Sea really has a ceiling, but just into infinity it looked. And then finally, we approached this place called, well, a ship, really, pulled by this massive creature. Something called the Hypnos, I think they called it. I think that is where Thylea once resided. It had a beautiful garden upon it. The weirdest thing was, and this is something that I think you must know. This Gigan Medusa called out not for Thylea, or I don't know, anyone else, but for the Ghost Lord.
Lord. Yeah.
Oh boy.
And he appeared on
Ghost
the site of the ship. In the meanwhile, they figured out how to use the Antikythera. I no longer have it. And then they teleported me away to Themis, saying that I have a greater purpose, whatever that means. And then I wake up here.
The Ghost Lord seemed like excited to
Intimidating?
see them. Well, yeah, but like
It's hard to tell. He looks like an angry Gigan skeletal. Did I say angry?
yeah, he didn't look like, oh, you disturbed my work, I'm gonna kill you. He was more like expecting them.
I guess curious, maybe in the posture. He didn't seem immediately hostile and we weren't sunk, even though I thought he was going to sink us immediately.
Hey, cool.
Is it cool? The way you're saying it, it seems like it's hot.
It's kind of
Instead-
like, don't panic. This is how I'm not panicking.
Yeah. Deep breathing exercises. I read that in the book.
yeah.
once.
It's been a really busy 12 hours when you think about it.
Yes. It tends to be with us, huh?
It really does. We cannot do things spread out over a couple days. Like it's all
So
one
we just
day or not.
rewind this session maybe like 10 minutes. Remember when Elena went, I'm just going to sit there. I'm barely going to interact with her. And yet, and I just
we're
wanna
all
point
pretty
this
quiet.
out as like
We're all
an
pretty quiet.
exemplary player. Darian is just going into it, asking the important questions, figuring shit out.
Let's go.
Well done. Tell you what, if you didn't have one already, I'd give you a DM inspiration for that.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Did
What?
we leave anything else out? Oh, Valis and Peter are alive again.
Yeah, they're back.
Oh,
Thylea brought them back.
I would ask how you feel about that, Daphne, but we're not talking about you right now. Am I getting this wrong? You're all looking at me like I'm getting this wrong.
No,
No, you
it's
just
just you've been
generally
gone for
don't.
so long that I forgot what it was like.
You just don't like say that really like to their face, right? I mean,
Oh,
Uh,
only when
mean-
Daphne's not around. Okay.
no,
Yeah, it
seems
Daphne,
mean.
do you want to tell her what's up? Do you want to share with her? I've no secrets, right? I said no secrets.
Oh, right. Darian did go on this huge tirade of no secrets. It did
No
not
secrets.
work. We're still all
With
keeping
this
secrets
group?
from each
Are you
other.
insane, Darian?
It lasted literally 1 second
I'm
past
not
us saying
surprised.
there would be no more secrets.
I try to do that, put parties together. And it's interesting. Lara is really good at wanting to do parties and stuff, but she doesn't tell you anything.
Sounds right.
Also, it's about to be Daphne's birthday.
Oh, party time!
Yeah.
Daphne, what kind of... If we could talk about it, what kind of party would you prefer to have?
None.
Oh. Listen,
it was-
there's this really fun game that we played back at the tower. It essentially was called Traitors, and it was really interesting because depending on the size of the group, we'd pick one person that would be a secret traitor, and they could go around in the middle of the night and they would pick people that would die, but then everyone else could vote, oh, this person is probably the traitor. They have not done the right things. And then they get voted out. It's a really fun game.
That sounds like you need a lot of people for that.
No, 6 is fine.
Only like 6 or 7.
The more, the better, though.
You just make
So-
other people play it, right? You just like choose the guards, and you're like, "Hey, you 5 are now playing," right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
And you
usually
play
how
it
we
whenever
go.
you want.
Even though one of the priestesses got really drunk during it. Whew.
Man. That sounds like priestesses. It sounds like something they would do.
I mean,
And that is true.
Yeah. Estrella, do you remember anything like when they said that you were going to be a part of a bigger purpose with that ritual? Like, when did you go from knowing what was going on to
Drooling on yourself.
not knowing anything?
oh, well, that was after I was brought to their city and to a temple, and I was very scared, and I spent most of my time really not necessarily knowing what is going on, but then I really stopped when they cast a spell on me, and I wish I had Yanni there because he would have been able to protect me.
Hopefully.
I know you could have.
We really missed you in Sidon's tower. We really did.
Oh, I thought in general, but yeah, I'm sure.
Well, we
feeling
we,
what
we
you're
always miss you, but
Yes,
like we
yeah.
really missed you in Sidon's tower.
doing. It's okay.
Estrella,
I get it now, Daphne. I get it now.
Argenti's a
good to see
dragon
you
now.
back.
Good to see you too. Maybe can I? Is there any other questions that you have? Because otherwise, can Daphne and I talk?
You can certainly try.
I feel like
I just
maybe
don't like this
not
policy
the
of we don't talk
best.
about Daphne. It feels kind of not.
I'm an oath breaker now.
Okay, you say these things. This entire group always says these things, and I
I don't know
understand that
what
they're
happened.
meaningful.
I
They
can't
have.
tell you.
What does that mean? Okay, but you said it with such oomph. It felt like you knew what you were talking about. You looked like you made
I just found
good
out
eye
about it.
contact. And you're like, I am an oathbreaker. And I was like, okay. What does it mean?
I don't fully comprehend it either.
Wait, but normally so it doesn't matter. Ha! It doesn't matter. You know,
No,
think
it's
of it, there are
different.
no consequences. It's fine now
No,
because
different-
we let
different
Thylea
oath.
run.
Yep,
Okay.
different thing,
Oh.
thing. I guess. Yeah, I'm not too. I think Helios is supposed to explain it more to me, but yeah. So that's where we're at.
Okay. Let's unpack that. It's something that I had to do a lot after my mother left me alone in the temple many a times. So
So
can Daphne and I spend some time together? Is that okay?
Yeah, honestly, if you're gonna try and have an unpacking session with Daphne, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
So you got
I
first
know
shift?
you're not comfortable with closeness and attachment and feelings, so that probably is for the best. I don't think Daphne needs that energy right now.
No, I just don't have any healing magic, so I wouldn't be very useful.
No. See, that's wounds on the body. We're talking wounds in the heart, Lyra.
Right. No, I'm afraid for you.
Oh, I'm not. I can heal very well. Right, Daphne? You wouldn't hurt me. Right?
I wouldn't want to.
Well, she threw Argenti against the wall, and she
Well, he deserved it.
made Bristol's
we're-
entire body go down.
We're done with that for now.
Right. Sorry.
I did
Tyrion
deserve it.
slowly slides between.
I seriously
Oh.
I don't like this language either. Maybe I need to talk to Daphne and Argenti. This is not good. Alrighty. As with that, unless there's any other questions for Estrella. Alright. We move off into the different things. Lyra, as you leave, is it just you? Do you want to ask anyone else along?
Daria, do you want to go shopping?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
Alrighty. You had
We're going shopping.
All right.
um
Buy some jewelry for my bird. I'm just kidding.
Oh, how is your bird? Have you had the chance to fix her yet?
Yeah, I've been spending many a nights building this bitch back up.
I can't lie. Like I thought you said I'm gonna buy some jewelry for my bird. I thought you meant liar.
I mean, sure. I mean, honestly,
Fucked up.
You know what?
Honestly,
I like that better. I really do.
I forgot you had a bird. I forgot all about that.
we all forgot she had a bird.
I know. I haven't. I just. That's what I go and work on late at night when I'm just stressed as hell about all the secrets in our group.
Oh my god.
What secret? I don't have any secret.
All right, you get back to the store that you have frequented before. And interestingly enough, the place is completely untouched, where many of the places around it are wrecked and destroyed. The store of Agalius is very much still standing. You also see that there is a small phalanx of centurions around, having a couple tents as people are kind of going in and out. And you can hear a very busy Owlin walking in between a bunch of the stretchers as Agalius just like, "Oh! Lyra! Oh, you are alive! Wait, I heard that, but I wasn't sure until I saw you. Sometimes it's just propaganda to not get people to worry. And hi!" And she kind of comes over and she gives you like a big hug, and she kind of pulls you away. And it's like, "And who's your friend?"
Oh, this is Darian.
Darren, you see a kind of like white grayish owl person. The wings are kind of like folded in backwards. You can see that she has these beautiful golden flowers kind of like woven into her plumage. She is wearing kind of like a black and brown kind of like robe set there. You can see embroidered into it are a bunch of like gold runes that certainly indicate that there's some magic about these robes as well. You can also see that she has been working on what seems to be an alchemy set, like outstretched over a long table that probably was like a banquet table at some point, but has been completely reworked into potion bottles and, all the things that you might need in an alchemy set. You can also see that there are quite a few wounded that are brought there, and it seems like she is trying to mass produce as much as possible healing potions and the like.
Because we'll probably need them.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have... Agalia. I am the humble proprietor of the, store behind me. And, we're a little busy, but please, come with me. Can we talk while I brew?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. She kind of like walks on over and starts to already kind of like apply things. She takes this like leather strapped goggle set that she kind of pulls over, making her eyes even larger as they just like are just like made larger as almost underneath a magnifying glass as he kind of looks at stuff. Okay. So, how have you been?
Oh, the usual. Fighting people, saving Thylea, keeping people alive.
You don't sound so good. Are you okay? Really, between you and me.
It's just been a real hectic, 96 hours.
I mean, aren't they always? I heard that you've been in town for a little bit longer than that. What have you been up to? If you can say, of course, it's state business. I get that.
Let's see. I don't even remember the last time we talked. Was it before we went to Aresia?
Yes. I mean, you've been by you've sent messengers to go and request things from the store. But no, you haven't been in the store for 3 years. Huh. Oh, well. Was it something
Yikes.
Listen, I asked one of the runners that you sent. And they said that you were not happy about the scepter that you wanted me to create for you. I'm sorry, it's just one of the... I don't believe in sacrificing people to make magic items. It is just against my personal code of ethics.
You know what? The past is in the past. Bygones be bygones. Good. And I already got the scepter, so...
Hey, how about Sidons be bygones? Because you killed him, right?
We did kill him.
Good job. I'm so proud of you.
So calm when you say that. That's...
Well, I mean, we've had more than 96 hours to get used to a new world. And you won't be coming back this time, right?
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
No.
Good.
He is dead.
And I'm sure you already have a to-kill list for the rest of the Titans, right? Well, there's Thylea and Teleos. I think there are more
Yeah.
children.
Yeah, we did kill Teleos, but he came back.
Oh, shame.
Yeah. I don't actually know how high they are on our list right now.
Oh, wow. More secrets than that? Something more important than that? Ooh, that's going to be good. So, Lyra, listen, I want to make this easy for you. You know, I sometimes, I sense that you... Anyway, you need things, right? That's why you've come to me in person after 3 years. So, let's just say I am not hurt. It sounds like you have moved past things. So shall we start again on square one?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Sounds
So what can I
great.
do for you? Welcome to Agilia's Magical Goods. And you as well, of course. And I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name yet.
I'm Darian, and I.
You
I
are
did,
Darian,
I did say it.
the
I
queen
did
in
say
exile.
it. But it's
Oh, I'm
cool.
so sorry. I missed that probably because I got too excited. I'm sorry, Lyra.
No, please. It's,
Oh, but this is
if you are a friend of
exciting.
Lyra's, then we don't need to do titles. It is an
Oh,
honor
do
to
me,
meet you.
Do me a great honor. I have an exiled queen in my midst. This is fantastic.
Hey.
So you're the person who they would get their potions from before they went out adventuring. That's where we're going to
And
need your help.
plants. She also sells plants.
I would really like
Oh.
to. Yes.
Oh, I have an herbalism kit that I'll probably need to refresh before we go anywhere.
I could easily do that.
Oh, great. And out of my magical pockets, I pull out my herbalism kit.
You come with
just
me,
to make
alright? You two, I taught you enough. Please don't. These two reagents, you do not mix together. It will go very badly. I told you that multiple times. And you see two Centurions kind of go over, yes, of course, as they kind of start like mixing and stuff. And like, come on, please. As she walks you into the actual store itself. And you can see rows upon rows of books and scrolls, but it's just plants everywhere. And you can probably see half a dozen different cats that are just like meandering or kind of lounging about the store.
I forgot about the cats. She does
can-
have cats everywhere.
She gives a couple of kind of like scritches underneath the jaws as she moves behind the counter. All right. Actually, you know what? Just give me that kit. I'll give you a new one, okay?
Oh, perfect. And I'll give her my.
Oh, these are.
It's just an
These are kind of. All right. You had those in your bag for a while, huh?
It's
You know
been
you
a
need
very.
to like change those out pretty often.
It's been a very intense 96 hours.
It wasn't judgment. It was not judgment. This just looks like it hasn't been used in like years.
Well, to be fair, I just joined the light, like whatever a week's worth of hours is.
They go
Yeah,
through
to
so
be
many
fair-
of like extras. I'm sorry, sometimes, yeah. But I'm glad that another queen has joined. Okay, here you go. A new kit for you.
Thank you.
I didn't
welcome.
even know she had that, to be honest. So
She said she liked plants. I was trying to connect.
Oh, that is a very good connection strategy. I already liked you, though. But you know what? You keep doing that. You know? So, Lyra, what can I do for you? I'm guessing it's going to be complicated. It will have a lot of ums, but you can just cut to the chase, you know? You can just tell me what you need.
okay. I reach into the bag of holding, I pull out a scroll, it just unravels. But there's only 3
Yay!
things
I
on
love
there.
people with lists and that have a plan.
Okay, so number 1, I need
Uh-huh.
an enchantment
Okay.
placed on a lockbox.
Okay.
I need it to be enchanted with a permanent non-detection.
Okay, it's going to be a little bit harder to do when it's permanent. Have you considered using a lead lockbox?
See, I was thinking about that. Why not both?
That could work. How about we start out with a lead lockbox, and then it will take me some time to make it a permanent enchantment, but we can make that happen.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
Honestly, if you have 2 lead-lined lockboxes, I'll just take one regular one for now while you're working on the enchanted one.
Sure. Okay. starts taking notes on her own scroll. Like takes a couple different ones, kind of unrolls them. Oh no! And you can see that there's like one of them is like a ledger clearly for cats and how much they eat. There's like one that has like chonky written next to it, and it's like definitely to half the food intake. Sorry, that's the wrong one. All right, there we go. Okay, lockbox.
Cool. 2. Do you happen to have a gem of brightness?
A gem of brightness. So not currently, but before you get mad at me and start storming out of my store, they are being used currently around the city to still help with some of the salvage efforts. I could ask for one back.
Fantastic. I'll pay you double.
Okay.
Also, I'm planning on going into the marketplace to see if I could find someone to sell me a clawfoot tub. If I can buy this tub after the lockbox, would you be able to put an enchantment on it for create destroy water?
Interesting. Roll me a D100, Tyler.
65.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned that. You must have heard about it. There are a couple of states that have requisitioned those.
Magazine at the palace.
Yeah, there are a couple of states that have before requisitioned those. As it so turns out, don't get mad at me. Some of the contracts that I do for requisitions, like such as yourself, if there is no one that can rightfully claim a magic item anymore, it does teleport back to me so that I can sell it again. The good news is I do have such a creation. It is not a tub. This person prefers to stand, and it's kind of a clever enchantment. I bound a water elemental to it, and it shoots at. So this person, a little bit heavier set, he has this he's dead now. And anyway, so he really liked to just stand in what is essentially like a big metal contraption, almost like, well, I don't want to call it that. But anyway, you stand in it, and then the pressure just hits you from all sides, and that's how he enjoyed taking his standing baths.
Honestly, that would probably work better with the floor plan that I have.
Fantastic. One thing though, and the very top of it, there is a dome contraption. Never break the seal on it. If you do break the seal, please, for the love of whichever god you're worshipping these days, there is a blue crystal in the top of it. This gem is worth a lot, but please do not remove it. If you do, the water elemental will be released, the contraption will be broken, and you can no longer take your standing baths.
Okay, so I would have to both break the dome and remove the gem.
Yes.
Got it.
And break the gem.
If we accidentally...
So just don't do that. No.
Well, I was just going to say, if someone accidentally breaks the dome, can we fix that without...
Yeah, a simple mending spell should do, hopefully.
Cool. Because there is the potential that someone very tall might get in the standing bath and hit their head on the dome, and then it breaks the dome.
I mean, it has a 7-foot clearance. That should... Oh. Okay, Lyra. Sounds good. Yes. Just be careful. Maybe someone over 7 feet should not go in the standing bath. Though it does fit multiple people, too. Probably could fit in there semi-comfortably. Do you, by the way, still need those bombs that you requested last time you were here? It hasn't come back, right? The rash?
What?
Nothing.
Are people taking out requisitions under my name?
They must be, yes.
Because I would never. We have priests in the palace for that.
That's what I thought. Yes, but maybe sometimes you don't... Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have Standing Bath, we have Gem of Brightness, we have Litland Box, and an enchantment. Anything else for you?
I don't think I need anything. Darian, do you need
Queen
anything?
Darian.
Oh, I'll get some plants too, but we're just focusing on the magic stuff right now.
Sure.
Okay.
Is this going to be plants in a high light environment? Is it going to be a lot of access to water? Are you going to water them regularly?
Well, let's see. I've already filled one room of the palace that Brissa doesn't know about with plants. So I'll probably have to start on a different side of the palace.
Okay.
So it's gonna be more like eastern sunlight, but no western sunlight.
Can do.
But very open air.
All right. I've got the perfect plants for that.
Got it.
I'm working on a water elemental irrigation system. The recollection of it is going to be kind of difficult because the plants kind of eat up the water elemental, but I'm working on it.
I believe in you.
Thank you. The biggest problem that I've run into is that it turns the shrubs into semi-sentient creatures. Everything turns dark suddenly.
Sorry. I was trying to read it with these new character sheets. But I am going to ask her about this really quick.
I could still see, so I didn't even realize.
Man. For those of you watching, Elena just clicked on the thing on there. If you hover over it, Elena, it should give you the tooltip version of it.
Now I see that I could have read it. Read. Wow.
Okay. So you pull out the helmet and show to Agelia, yeah?
Yeah. So
if you don't don it, it doesn't create the darkness.
Yeah. So I have this really great helmet.
Ooh, that's a really great helmet.
It is, but watch this, and I put it on.
Whoa. Okay.
Yes, so
not a fan of this.
And I take it off. And I say,
thank you very much.
I want to wear my helmet all the time, but then people can't see.
Helmet.
And
okay.
I was wondering if you could make it so if I said a word, I could like turn it on and off, so I could still wear it.
Maybe. It would take some time. I would have to break this enchantment and then re-enchant it with a new darkness spell that is activated by an activation word that we choose. Breaking it could be achieved quickly. Re-enchanting, again, takes some time.
Okay, I'll think on,
Of course.
You tell me how many days you think. I don't think we're going to be here. Maybe long enough.
Sure. Lyra, your requisitions, I did get word from, it was signed Queen Brissa, but she did say that you cannot keep just requesting things on the throne's treasure. That was clearly a misunderstanding, right?
Yeah, I think she just means like non-essentials, but these are very essential.
Yeah, I think it was specifically the rash that was not yours. I think
Right,
that
yeah.
raised the eyebrows, yes, with the auditors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, don't tell anyone. I ordered that so that she wouldn't have to. She was embarrassed.
Oh my goodness, that makes so much more sense. Ooh, I love the tea. Speaking of, would you like some?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. She kind of
love
walks
tea.
over. She kind of like waves her feathers around as the tea set starts floating down. She waves her hand again as there's like water that kind of moves over and starts to fill itself. She kind of like focuses her hand as the kettle itself, which seems to be made out of bronze, starts to heat up. And with that, unless you have anything else, we'll shift away from the shoppers.
Could I just get a couple of your potions? They go in my bird, so it'd be helpful if I had a couple extra.
Oh, that's right, you're in Amazon. Yes, I'm sure we can agree on reasonable prices for those.
Thank you. And then I start sipping my tea. Oh God, there's so much cat hair.
I should just go. Oh no! I thought I had activated for y'all. By the way, so Elena gets a little bit of a view of what it looks like. That's
Her shop looks great.
Oh, yeah. Look, the longer you stare at it, the more cats you find.
There's so many
Here,
little kitty cats.
I'll let chat really quick. Also, get a look at this.
Yeah, just leave it up for a little bit, and then just leave it up.
My favorite one is this one.
The blue cat.
That is good, cat.
I do love the one just like flopping on the
There's also
table,
one just
but also
flopped
little
on a
chair.
chair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
both are Good flops.
Good.
Are there any behind her? Move a little, Agalia.
Oh, sure, of course.
Oh, it's her
Is
cat.
that a little cat person?
No, there's no cat person. There's no cat person. Nothing say.
I was like, oh, look at the cat in the chair, and then I was like, that's a person.
She's merged
Agalia.
with the cat.
It's clearly Agalia. Everybody knows that.
Anime girls
Actually,
can't hurt
Dr.
you.
Frankenstein.
The cat girls aren't real. They can't hurt
They
you.
can't hurt you.
Alrighty. With that, then, Yanni, as you and Helios are working away at the formula, suddenly, off to the side where you may have currently just temporarily stored Nomad, the book itself seems to begin to glow. Its runes are starting to give off a faint green light, pulsating slowly. Helios looks at you, looks at the book.
Never done that before. Hey, Nomad, you okay?
Sir, things are going to get a little bit... Could we maybe move, maybe... I think we have, like, maybe 2 minutes. Just somewhere more private, perhaps. God.
Okay. Look at Helios. I'll be right back.
Do you need help? I don't like the thought of you going somewhere by yourself.
I think I'll be
Is
okay.
the book okay?
I'm not sure.
Your book is sentient.
Yeah. Long story. I'll tell you later.
It's fine.
Kind of on a time crunch at the moment.
You run off and you kind of... you go... where would you go? Within... by the way, the academy itself. You are looking at an almost completely restored building. The apprentices and wizards have spent a lot of time between telekinesis and mending, really restoring the place. Of course, it doesn't replace all the scrolls that have been created over time, but the place itself looks much spiffier now. Would you want to go to like a scribe room?
Probably my chambers.
All right. You run over to your chambers, and by the time that you reach it, green smoke is starting to trail, almost like mist off of the book. And behind you, as some of the people are like, Professor Yadi, I had a quick question about the theory on...
Office hours. Office hours are important.
Okay, good luck. I'm excited to read about it. As you run into your room, slam the door, the smoke is now billowing like in between the pages as it's closed. As Nomad projects into your head, could we please open? Can you just open the? Oh, it'll make it easier. Otherwise, I'd have to open it myself, and that's going to be. Oh, please, just undo the clamp. Oh God! It just pours out. And then suddenly the book becomes incredibly heavy, much heavier than it's any right to be, to the point where you feel like you have to drop it.
Me with my massive strength of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Toss it on desk or whatever.
You do, and it hits with what feels like almost the sound of a body hitting it. Heavy. And then the pages that are currently open seem to disappear. You can look down and it almost looks like there's a well as the smoke is kind of billowing out of it. And then you see a hand pierce out of the book and towards the edge of it. And the desk itself, skeletal, somewhat desiccated. You can see the skin is still there, but mostly kind of marred by time. Pulling itself up, a second hand appears. What do you do?
Come on, Damon, let's get on with it.
As the shaved head of your favorite lich begins to emerge and slowly push out of it. The man is utterly naked as he comes out of the book.
Beef jerky.
Left of that. Yes.
I said that just for Clancy.
No, I would say it's more like a Slim Jim.
Just for the face.
It's more like a Slim Jim.
Just for the face.
As
Step into a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah.
as he kind of gets up, as he finally is completely out of the book and kind of standing there, his hand upon the table and kind of like in an approximation of breathing and pain, the pages again become opaque and normal, and the smoke begins or stops to billow out.
Yeah, so I got to say that's not how I expected you to come back, but I'm not surprised it happened.
Where am I?
You're at the academy in my room in Mitros.
Kind of looks back towards the book. Kind of runs his hand across it, begins to flick through it. And here I thought I wouldn't need it again. Thank you, old friend.
Probably a good thing I didn't destroy it, huh?
He looks over his shoulder and gives you a flat, dead stare.
Just saying. Don't say things you don't mean.
He kind of slams it shut. Maybe I should take this. He seems to also, by the way, completely unbothered by his nakedness. His nudity, whatever. Kind of like just takes the book underneath his arms, just like... Very sparse. I like it.
I am from Aresia. We're kind of known for that.
That's true. Not a single decoration, though? Not a single plant?
Okay, to be fair, the building was just rebuilt. It had been wrecked about the same time you were.
Oh. Yeah.
So.
And he kind of goes around on the chair that you usually sit in and kind of just sits into it.
Oh, well, I'm gonna
sets the book down. So, what exactly happened?
Okay, so I'm not sure exactly what went on your end of things.
Amazonians attacked me.
Yeah, so when they did that was while we were busy killing Sidon. And he's gone for good. And let's see, Lutheria was basically being mind controlled. Nope, no lies there. I don't know what else we were told, but that part was true.
No,
Lutheria
I saw her ends.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
Argenti told me about that. Yeah. Yeah. Nope, that was true. So no more oaths. Well, I mean, I guess you can still make an oath. They're just not magically enforced anymore. Gosh, we'll just have to trust each other to keep our word. Whatever will we do? But Moxena and her Amazons sacked Mitros during that, and apparently some of them came after you for whatever reason. And
I have ideas.
They're in league with some kind of, I don't know if you remember the Medusa that was with us a while back, Casaria. She's gone off the deep end and is I'm not surprised. And is basically leading some kind of cult of Kentamani, and they're trying to bring him back, which seems horrible.
Continue, sorry. I just need to get used to this fact.
Yeah, I'm still not entirely sure what they're hoping to actually gain from that. But I guess if I'd been cursed to be a Medusa, I'd probably not be right in the head either. So who knows?
In a different scene, we see Matteo just kind of trying to feed some water to Argentine, going, "Oh, I think you spilled some on you, my love. Please, no more Lutheria magic, please. You said that you weren't going to get weak again, and then you get weak again. I thought we could trust each other, open communication. We went through therapy for this years ago." And then back to the Yanni conversation.
So they've got they've been doing, like, they captured some of the dragons or maybe killed them. We're not entirely sure all the details. The bodies are gone.
They did what?
They had.
No, you don't have to say it again. I just.
Yeah. They had definitely killed King Acastus and his dragon Icarus, but we managed to bring them back by coordinated resurrection and a wish spell.
You what? How do you have the capability?
The fake silver, as you called him. He seems to have figured out how to do that. I don't know if he absorbed some of Sidon's magic when we killed him or what,
no,
but
he absorbed Lutheria's.
Oh. Interesting.
Where is she now?
She left Thylea. That's all we know. Or it's all I know. She
when
she
I'm
returned
gone, can you take care of the necropolis for me?
like as a full-time gig because I'm kind of busy with other things right now.
No, you don't have to do it yourself, but yes, for a time.
Could probably find somebody.
Okay. I will leave it up to you then.
Valis seems to need to chill out for a while. Maybe some time up there by herself would do her some good.
Fair.
He seems to be going through something.
When don't they?
No comment.
They can't listen to you anymore, you know this, right?
Oh, it's just a habit. Sorry.
It's a good habit to have. Alright, so what is your plan against this cult in this Moxena?
I guess it depends on the day, but right now we're trying to get together the things that we need to ascend some of us to godhood, to counter all of this BS. Helios and I are working on a spell that would bring it all to fruition. We have one of the pieces that we need. We know the... Yeah. He seems pretty repentant.
Repentant for killing Estor.
Okay, in all fairness, from everything I've uncovered in the history, it was not only necessary, but long overdue. The dude went off the deep end. You have to see that. Okay, maybe you don't. Anyway, regardless of my opinion, what's done is done.
Creaking in the chairs, he just kind of leans back and crosses his old desiccated arms in front of him.
Okay, from what I've heard of your god Paladine, does it seem like Estor was still following that path? Be honest. Think about it objectively.
We were no longer on Kryn. Paladine no longer listened to us, protected us. But you're also speaking to someone who did not particularly enjoy the yoke of the church in our world in the first place.
Okay, by your, I meant like, not your specifically, just to be clear. Just like your, sure. As in your people's.
I get it.
You know.
You're making your point. Estor did what no one else had accomplished before. He threatened Sidon and Lutheria. Yes, it was evil. But then again, people consider me to be evil for what I did. Sidon, Lutheria, they had done this to so many generations of settlers, of people who washed up upon the shore of Thylea, unable, the age is getting to my brain, to escape.
I mean, you have been mostly dead for a week or so, you know. Give yourself a break.
Yeah. A week. Anyway, they have killed legions. There are mass graves all over Thylea. If you dig up any of the lands close to the beaches, you find the bones.
So I'm not saying that Estor's goals were misled. It's his methods I don't agree with, okay?
Well, sometimes the ends justify the means. And the Dragonlords, our dragons, were the first time that the people of Thylea could actually claim power against the gods, to try to be on equal footing with them. Before that, they were simply playthings, minions to be controlled by them, like ants squashed underfoot. Much like my world, once it did not pray the right way anymore, was reset, destroyed. I'm just saying, you might want to be careful on whom you're giving this godhood to. Because they will see you as an ant next, Yanni.
With full transparency, I'm not real keen on this plan at all. Like, I would rather find a way to dethrone all the gods than promote more.
Then kill them. Exile them.
And I'm even more conflicted now because we thought we knew who our first choice was, and then...
And who was that? No, we need the zoom. We need the zoom. Can we have the zoom, please? Cue zoom.
I don't remember if you met Daphne, one of Pithor's kids. She seemed to kind of like have the right, no nonsense, cut through the bullshit, work for the greater good kind of an approach to things. And then something happened very recently. And she's like all kinds of like caught up in her own despair or something. I don't know. And I'm like, well, I'm glad this happened before we elevated her to godhood, because if it had happened after, then that would have been bad. Could it have happened after?
These days are so soft. Just get over it.
If only it was that easy.
Alright, so you still have to pick someone. Sabotage this plan, Yanni, between you and me. Make sure that whatever it means, I'm guessing you are going to help create this. Is it a spell?
Yeah, I'm working on it with Helios. He already had the framework of it, and I'm trying to bind it all together, basically.
I see. Well, find a way to unravel it. A command
I've been
word
thinking about that.
to unbind them. I can give you something. In fact, as a favor for helping me out with the necropolis. He kind of pushes Nomad forward a little bit. I'd like you to also keep this for a while longer. If Lutheria destroys me in the attempt to hunt her down, I might have to come back and regroup again. You can have access to my spells, of course. He waves a hand and suddenly it's like extra pages fill into the back of the book. As
That's
Damon,
really cool. I hope I can still lift it.
IRL, in game, you will now have access to a lot more spells that are effectively known to you.
That's awesome. Okay, thanks for that.
I didn't know if I could trust you until now.
I don't know if this will change your plans or give you pause for any reason, but it looks like Lutheria was being mind controlled by Sidon to do a lot of the things that she did. She still seems to... I haven't spoken to her directly. This is all what I've heard from people who did. But so big grain of salt. Big grain of salt. But she voluntarily left, kind of exiled herself. And she seemed like she didn't it didn't come across as if she was saying she wasn't responsible. Like, she still seemed to take some responsibility, but she seemed repentant, which that's the second time I've used that word for somebody that you don't like, so I don't know how you're gonna feel about that. But
I feel like you might be a bit of a fool and believe people a bit too easily. I think that
maybe
Lutheria is playing Argenti and you by proxy for a fool. She has committed uncountable crimes, and now she's hiding behind her brother husband.
Well, she did return Valis and Pithor to life.
Ugh. Chaff, a distraction. No, I'll find my own answers. Don't worry.
You do what you need to do. I'm not going to try and stop you. I just wanted you to have all the facts as I know them. That's all.
Appreciate it. All right, can I get some clothes, or do you want me to? And he kind of just puts his arms wide.
I don't think you're going to fit in anything I got.
Don't you have apprentices? Don't they need to have new clothes?
I don't keep their clothes here. Hold on. Give me
to the quartermaster. Yanni, you're smarter than this.
Give me 5 minutes, okay? Give me 5 minutes. I was kind of like elbow deep in something. I'll like stick my head out the door and bellow for somebody. Explain the situation.
Alrighty.
I need man-sized ropes. Now, go. Think skinny. Tall and skinny.
No. Alrighty. Argenti, as you are within your quarters, Matteo spoon-feeding you soup. It's just like going on and on about like, no, not that again. My love, you have such fine robes. You promised me you weren't going to do this again, my love. And kind of like brushes your side, kind of brushing your hair back.
I had to do it. I did.
You don't have to do anything that they say. It feels like that they're just pushing you around, my love.
I know I don't have to do anything they say.
Good. I'm just here to remind you of that.
I made a promise. I kept a verbal oath to the dragon. I gave them the choice.
Oh.
And he chose to bring his master back.
I mean, I guess that's good. Maybe now at least we have the king in our favor. Maybe we can get something out of it. Maybe we can get, there's a lot of real estate that obviously has to be rebuilt. Maybe we can get like one of our picks from that. That would be nice, right?
Maybe.
My love, you look so forlorn. What is wrong?
You know, I've been thinking, and What if there was a way we could leave Thylea? What if we didn't? What if we saw things through here and brought our family back together and just left? We just start over. Leave it all behind. All the pain, the misery. We do the best we can on our way out, but we've been through too much.
He kind of touches his like somewhat curly hair, kind of like the spectacles readjusts them. I do want a peaceful life with you, and if we can maybe talk to our children and they want to make contact with us, then that is something that they could decide, of course. I'm just glad that they have a second opportunity with you. I cannot lie. Part of me loves my homeland. I now know that this is not yours. And I tell you, if you somehow can take us across the stars and show me the world that you're from, I would go with you in a heartbeat, of course. But this is This is the world where I fell in love with you. This is the world where I get to see your kindness. The world where you first bought that wine craft for me. You said I should live a little instead of just having my head in the books all the time. Where I saw your beautiful, piercing eyes.
I know, but isn't home where we are? Not necessarily. It's not about the land. It's about us, and it's about our hearts being together, and hopefully our children see it that way too. Although they've all got their own things.
Yeah, I think
going on.
I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm ready to open those wounds again, my love. I said goodbye to that possibility. Maybe it is best that they are just living their lives. I mean, they're like you, well, kind of. I mean, they're elves, right? So their lifetimes are extremely long. We all knew I was... No, I made the joke. I'm like a dog. How old am I in elven years?
Yeah.
But
well, at the very least, and I don't think I've told you this yet, I feel like it's our responsibility to save Ophelia from herself, at the very least.
What do you mean?
Lido and Enzio, they're doing just fine. When I was in the tower where Sidon was, I had the fortune of being able to peer through a spyglass and witness their lives and how much they've aged. But Ophelia, I mean, they seem all right. Lido has taken up a druidic persuasion.
Oh, interesting.
I always knew, his abilities were innate. I didn't think that they were going to manifest that way, but they did.
Interesting.
And I'm proud of that.
Oh, please tell me that he bathes. Oh, those druids that always use patchouli instead of... Oh.
He might.
Oh.
But it's no difference,
Oh, boy.
And Leto was...
Oh, you're spilling some soup on yourself again, my love.
Oh yeah, thank you. No, Leto was very happy. Leto, he looked really, really good, and but as I was saying, Ophelia though, she's chosen a path. I don't know how to bring her back from it.
What do you mean?
I fear
it's
going to lead to
she's a grown
destruction.
woman now. Like, what path is she on? Please tell me that she didn't... Did she become one of those brutish people who swing an axe about and go, ah?
No. She's not really that. She's...
What did they call them back in the day? Muscle mummies?
No. Well, yes, I could see actually how she could be considered a muscle mummy, and I love that for her. I'm very happy for her.
I know.
But no, she's working with Moxina.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh,
and I haven't told. I have not told the group this. I have told them, the means of which she gets around, which is using a ring of some sort of invisibility. But I have not told them my connection, or rather, our daughter's connection with Moxina. And I worry. There's already so much suspicion about me for all the mistakes I've made. I worry that'll damage it further. All this work I've tried to do. I don't know.
We should keep that between us for now. Maybe we can find a way to reach out to her and solve this in our way, because I don't like the way that the group solved things, because people end up very much dead.
Well, honestly, that's why. I mean, if I could, I would love to leave Thylea with you now. There's so many things I've thought through, but I realize I can't, because if we ever encounter Ophelia, we have to bring her home. I
As
have
you
to make
say
sure
this,
that they don't harm her.
You hear sandals hitting the stone, and you hear a feminine voice kind of as she rounds the corner, the long red locks cascading down her beautiful kind of alabaster skin, very loose hanging toga, as the Moon Maiden crosses the threshold. You're going to leave me? Argenti, Argenti, Argenti. She kind of goes over, who are you? As Matteo's like, I am Argenti's husband, Matteo. Who are you? Oh, I am the Moon Maiden. Very nice to meet you.
She's a goddess. An actual goddess, not a
Wait. Of the ones with feather. Should we be worried? Should we be calling for help? Oh, no. You're fine. I'm not here to kill anyone. This is just a visit. I've been watching, and it looks like my champion is not doing so well. Look at your little arm. Oh, can you just? You can't keep it up, can you?
No.
Oh,
No, I
terrible.
can't.
You know, we have cures for that. My love. And she kind of like pushes, you're like on a chaise right now. She kind of pushes your legs off of that to kind of sit next to you. As Matteo's like, okay. I wanted to reach out because things are a little tense right now and I don't want them to be. Can we just like solve things, maybe?
Oh, sure, I would love that. What is tense from
Oh,
from
you
your
know,
perspective?
you stealing the fire. A huge misunderstanding. I understand. You attacking pharaohs. Not a good play. Doesn't look good for you. You did kill Sidon, though. And I love that. That was really good. I loved that very much.
Yes.
You're so good. And she kind of like does like a little tap on your legs.
I'm assuming if I lie to you, you'll just know I'm lying. So
Let's say yes.
So you know that I have no regrets about attacking pharaohs.
Oh, I hate to hear that.
I
Okay.
am sorry. Yes. And I
Well,
understand that there is
that sounds like
conflict.
an oxymoron when you put it. Literally say things like, "Oh, I have no regrets. I'm sorry." Do you see how those two? You're manipulating me with one word or the other. Which one is it?
I am sorry.
So it is
but
that
I
you.
also
So you
have
do
no
regret
regrets.
it.
I don't. No.
See, okay, let's start over again. Okay, so you have attacked Pharaohs, and he's really not happy right now, and I don't like that. Nobody likes when Pharaohs is not
Understandably.
happy. The gods are coming back, so that is good. I finally have support again. Oh, I hated running the palace by myself. But things are getting back to normal. We're getting ready for an offensive against whatever they're calling Arisia now, and it will be good. But I need to know that my champion is in my corner, you know? I mean, okay, let's unpack this a little bit. Why were you confused about attacking Pharaohs?
It's what I had to do. It was a duty that I promised I would perform.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that makes it so much better. You made a promise. You felt like you were... Oh, it was an oath. Of course, that was before the oath stopped working. Okay, so you were just bound by being with everyone else. Oh, okay, so now let's talk to the important part. Who was the one that made you take the oath so that you were forced to attack Pharaohs? So who of the light has to,
I mean, nobody really forced me. It was sort of like a group agreement.
Argenti, you're making this so hard for me. I'm trying to help you here. Okay, so the group didn't make you, but you felt obligated anyway, right? So who was kind of, who was the king or queen that kind of pushed that agenda forward, huh? It was probably Lyra, wasn't it? She strikes me like the type. Just because she was related, whatever. Or was it Brisa? Oh, that makes sense too. I still don't understand how the nymph kind of took over. You'd think that the feathers would be more... but that's beside the point.
I mean, I don't see a reason why you and I can't be friends. I'm.
Well,
I have no qualms with you. You've given me great gifts and boons, and
yes, and I want
I
to
appreciate
continue
you.
to do so. You are a great champion. You killed Sidon. Fantastic, fabulous. We all have common ground, and that common ground is that Pharaohs wants his fire back.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I had assumed. No, never mind.
What did you assume? Yes, let's maybe dispel some assumptions. You know what they say about assumptions. Yeah.
Well, as your champion, I thought you preferred to be, the goddess. I didn't know that. I think I was mistaken.
The goddess.
Yes, of course. I mean, you bring joy and love and happiness to all the people who are near you.
You
I
mean
assumed.
to insinuate that you thought that I wanted the other gods gone? All of them, my brothers and sisters that I ascended with thousands of years ago. Those ones.
I mean, isn't that what all gods want?
No.
They just want.
By the
ultimate
gods, no.
power?
Do you know how much responsibility that would be? Absolutely not. Let the Sun Mother and the Sky Father handle everything. I don't care. Are you kidding me? I love having this power and being able to do things like get people to party. Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. No. No. Brother, no.
Oh. Well, all right. And how would you propose I make up for my mistake?
Thank you. Thank you. These are the words that I need to hear out of your mouth. So, we need to return the fire, give it back to Pharaohs. I will handle everything on there. He's very mad. I've kept him back so far. He wanted to do things to Mitros in retaliation. I said, this is ridiculous. That doesn't help anyone. So, already good, right? There is some stuff going on the side that I can't tell you about yet, and it's best that you don't know yet. But, if we can get all of this resolved, then we can definitely help each other out, and there will be no consequences, right? Nobody wants bad consequences. We don't want those. So we need to return the fire. Maybe an apology might be good. Yeah.
All right. Well,
he really doesn't like you. I think apology from you might be very important. I mean, you doing what you did to him,
yes, I understand.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose I don't really know what to do at this point. If there is to be retaliation, though, when should I expect it? Should I be out of
No. You're this is so hard. I hate doing this stuff. I told him I didn't want. Okay. Argenti, I do not like making ultimatums. Please don't make me. Can we just resolve this? Please? A kind way. Just fire. Pharaohs wanted to make one of you gods anyway. I don't think that's going to be you now, or maybe any of the Light of Thylea. But, still, someone from Thylea could still ascend, They're thinking about maybe having challenges, a game that comes about every 100 years or so, and a new god could be chosen. They had the great games here in Mitros before. That's actually where they drew their inspiration. So
Perfect.
People can still become gods. We're all for that. We want a diverse pantheon to better represent the people of Thylea. It's just you lot seem to be so aggravating and focused on doing the wrong thing all of the time. And
please. My lady, stress,
yes.
It causes wrinkles. Remember.
It does. But I'm a goddess, so I just make those go away.
Oh, that's good. That's right. Well, I
can make yours happen again.
Immediately.
Or I could make your exhaustion go away. This little weakness that you're feeling, I could just lift it, make you feel better now. If you just do what I say.
Won't. I understand.
Argenti. please don't do this.
I will solve the problem. I will.
Okay.
I'll fix this.
Okay, and how are you going to fix this? I need to know how you're actually going to do that. I don't like that just being floating around like, oh, I will fix this by trying to kill Pharaohs again and really then bringing the entire pantheon against me. Because
No, I will find a way to bring the fire back to
oh, you don't know how much that relieves me to hear that you say that. I hope that you mean it. Okay, just know. Okay, we're kind of racing the clock here. You know, the sand is running down the hourglass, and there are other mortals that may be petitioning us. And I just want you to come out on top. You know, let bygones be bygones, and move on.
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
I
good,
agree.
Good. Matteo, incredibly nice to meet you. It is so nice to meet you, and I'm so happy that you two are together now. Matteo's just like, I am glad too, my lady. He kind of gives you a look, Argenti, of like, I guess that's what I'm supposed to say here. Yes, no need. Moon Maiden. Oh, actually, you know what I wanted to ask you? So I heard that the Fire King changed his name. He's now Hephaestus or something like that. I kind of want to pick a name for myself too now. We all figured that official titles were more important, and I frankly don't remember my given name anymore. But what name do you think I should go with?
It should be something eccentric. Just as eccentric as you are, yes.
Oh my gosh, you are too sweet. What could it be? Something with a lot of A's in it. I like it.
Well, you have an eternity to figure it out.
Oh no, I want to have it done by the end of the day. So, suggestion. I'm not a patient woman.
Or something. Luna.
Luna?
You could call yourself... Yes, I mean, you could also call yourself... Celestia. That's a good name. Or Celeste. Or... I don't know. Something... Rose. Beautiful as Rose.
Sorry,
Astrea. What about Astrea?
Aren't you friends with one? The one that you just got back? She told you all about what they were doing down in the sea. Yeah, no, I don't want to take that one. I'll keep thinking about it. Okay, pats you on the leg. Feel better, okay? And have that back soon. Yeah, we don't want to fight,
Do my best.
you and me.
No, we don't.
Good. Okay, well, you have a fantastic day. Happy recovery. Happy that you're together again. And I overheard all of that conversation. I hate having to keep secrets and that kind of stuff. So just so you know, the whole thing about your children, I could make that so easy. Bring them all to you and, this fire is gone. You have your children and you do what you want.
I appreciate that, yes.
Of course. All right. Well, you have a good day. Goodbye. She kind of gets up, kind of bouncy, cheerily, and then, kind of just prances out of the room. Argenti, how do you keep finding yourself at the behest of goddesses? What? Is there something you haven't told me about your preferences?
No.
Oh.
No. I'm just... sort of an idiot.
That's
all right.
No, stop talking about yourself that way.
No,
you're my
all right,
husband,
because
and I will not allow you to talk that way about my husband.
I'm also a realist too.
Are you? Because I've known you for a while, and I know that you like to have your head up in the clouds, and that's what I love about you. In fact, I miss that. You've become a bit morose, my friend. My love.
I thought everything would be different. That's all.
And it still can be. For as long as we live, we can change the world. One bit at a time.
I hope.
I know. And he just kind of cradles the nape of your neck and gives you a gentle kiss. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. See you guys here shortly. Alrighty, y'all, and we are back. With that, as we're picking it back up, and certainly some naming, suggestions have been floating around for what the Moon Maiden should be called henceforth. That's some stuff that's going to be there to unpack. No big deal at all. We pick back up this evening. All of you guys have bedded down. Argenti, are starting to cover. In fact, it's maybe a couple days later. Argenti, hopefully in the morrow, is going to feel a little bit better. But, Brissa, you have had your husband back. Icarus has been back as well. I don't know whom you've been more excited about, but you know what? That is a question that you answer silently in your own head. As your family is bit by bit coming back together again, and you filled in Acastus on what has happened, what's at stake. He let you know that he led a lance of dragon riders through the city. They did the best that they could. And you guys are currently in bed as he kind of like harrowingly recalls the things that have happened there. You dirty, dirty people. Stop thinking about actual ARPG. We told you we don't do that. And Tyler, stop trying to make it a thing. It is always fade to black. Always. However, as he's there, he's just like, Acastus is in bed, not Icarus. Get out of here. Did I say Icarus? I meant Acastus. Brissa, I don't know how Brissa works. As Acastus is in bed with you, he just goes, I'm sorry. I tried. But between the Titans and... well, what we uncovered was years of undermining of our troops. They turned them against us with magic. I failed as a king, as a dragon rider. I'm sorry, Mom.
Brissa will just hug him, and we all. You did what you could for the people, and that is what matters, right? I understand that you tried, and all that matters is that we're back, and we keep on trying. We do good for the people and dragons, and we don't repeat the mistakes of the past, right? And we keep moving forward. And we rescue our daughter, and
Yes. As he kind of wipes some tears away. You're right. We need to focus on that. It seems like none of our spies have been able to get anything back. The people that I thought were spies in Moxena's ranks double-crossed us. Were plants all along.
it is unfortunate, yes.
I want to break her little spine. I want to make her suffer for what she did to our people, to us.
And we will one day. Yeah, we just have to find her, and then we will make her pay. So I'm not worried about that at all.
Okay. Just promise me that you will be okay.
I will promise that I will be okay.
I see the
I'm not good at making those promises. I can...
Hey, no more oaths. Technically, our marriage oath is now gone. Huh. Hey, you can't make me take out the trash anymore.
I mean, that is true, I can't. But our marriage oath is still intact. And I will find you.
I think you have more than proven that.
Well, right.
I just want to say that with Valos, I never really knew why she had married me. I think it was just so that she could become queen and have political power in addition to her deific power. But you, I was worried at the beginning. You seemed like all you wanted was power as well. But I recognized your thirst for it to be similar to my own. But I can honestly say that we have been good for each other. To each other. And You did not need to bring me back. I knew it long before then, but this is the poem that the birds will sing about us 1,000 years from now. That you brought me back from death.
I mean, I think they should focus on other aspects of the the story
Yes, you
overall.
also killed a god, and yes, you also saved the world. I know you're going to be the subject of it, but you know what? I'm excited to be a stanza in your poem.
Well, you know that I do love you, Augustus, and that is why I brought you back, and I will keep on bringing you back if need be.
I hope I'm not going to keep on dying. But you know, if
Well,
I can
yeah,
reciprocate ever, I will do that. I also hope you never die. Though, you know, I know we didn't want to talk about it last time, but you're going to live a lot longer than me right now. I still want to see if they can maybe reverse the aging potion. Maybe I can just, you know, live a really long time. I also heard about this method. Some of the druids from the old wood, they just make people different. Like when you die, they just bring you back as like a nymph or something, and then I could be a nymph with you too, and then we could live forever.
Well, I would very much like to be with you forever. We have also talked about thinking about things and thinking about the consequences of our actions.
I mean, well, Damon hasn't answered any of those calls. I thought about necromancy, you know. I mean, I just didn't, you know, like it just seems a little.
We're definitely not going to do that. Remember, again, we talked about this, you know, boundaries, and you know, like you giving Icarus that potion was extremely wrong, right?
Yes.
You know, we talked about that,
Yes.
and that is. So you know, anything like that goes through your head, you're going to run by me, and then you know if it's
you know.
okay. Well, these are bad ideas. I'm just gonna
Okay,
you know,
okay. Fine.
right, bad ideas. So
You just want to have a whole stable of husbands. And he kind of like pushes at the meal at the bedside table.
That is not what I want. If we can find a legitimate way that we would keep you young for a very long time, then I am more than down. But I am not going to turn you into whatever Damon is, you know, hocus pocus magic, woo, you know, and I'm not going to turn you into a nymph. That just sounds, you know, I want you for who you are.
Thank you.
So we're going to wait.
We
will see.
I still put in a special order with that merchant lady that Lyra likes so much. The reversal of the aging potion, I think, can work. I'm just worried. She told me she did try it, and some basilisks, and they turned into eggs. I don't want that to happen, so, you know.
Yeah, you know what? That if
She's
we
able
can
to
get it
reverse
fine
it.
tuned,
You know, just
yeah,
want to let
but,
you know.
I think that would be great for Icarus, right? And then, you know, if that could make him, you know, get him down, and you know, any of the other dragons that we can recover, I think that would be good. But you know, at the same time, I also don't want to turn him into an egg. That would be super awkward.
Yeah. Also, speaking of, it looks like Lyra has been ordering more stuff again. Did you see that come through?
I did. I just approved it because it is Lyra, and I do love her, and so you know, we will get to it and figure out how to pay her. You know, maybe when we kill and rescue our daughter, we'll just find, oh look, there's all our gold as well, right? Mm-hmm. You know, if not, then you know we can make Darien pay for it, since you know they took all the money over to there. So you know, to like an IOU or something like that. You know,
That seems reasonable. Yes. Yeah. Maybe we could turn Themis into one of our vassals, and they could pay us reparations. That makes sense.
That's definitely not going to happen as well.
Why not?
This is another bad idea that we're throwing out the window.
Okay, why is everything that I suggest always a bad idea? But if you say it, oh, it's great. Oh, look at me, I have 6 fingers.
Because you're saying to turn one of the people that we like and is on our team and trying to help us restore the order of the world into a vassal state. So that is not a good idea.
Darien is very pretty, and in a different life.
First of all, punch him.
Ow! Ow, I was just saying objectively speaking. In a different life. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But listen, do we actually like Darian? I mean, she was kind of annoying. She's kind of loitering about the palace for 3 years. We had to feed her. We had to pay all the fees to get her to finally be able to talk. You know?
That would be a yes, we do. Very much so.
Sorry, just gotta point that out on a side chat. Elena's like, Darian hears all of this. Golden ears, bitches. But now I imagine Darian is just like in a closet, just like...
Yeah, no. As soon as she heard Darian pays for it, I was like, what the fuck? Just from across the palace.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, listen, the bloodletting, that cost at least 100 gold pieces, just getting the leeches from the old wood. Proper healthcare is very expensive. Good thing we didn't give that to everyone, Mitros. That would have been so expensive.
That would have been expensive, but Darian is our friend. We are not going to make her a vassal, and that would just be...
Don't punch me again, don't punch me again, don't punch me again, but what if we did a 3-way marriage thing?
Oh. Bristol will punch him again.
No! Ow!
That is...
Not
I
for the
will
sex
make you
part
sleep
of
with...
it, just to... Ow! Just combine our countries together again. Ow!
I mean, we have children for that portion, right? If they happen to like their, Darian's eventual children, then that could be good there,
I
right?
tried to get her interested in some people here, but never really took. She's always more interested in her books. It's like, one of the dates that I had set up her up on, like one of the people, a very well-renowned artist, by the way, she kept going on. It's like, yeah, but can you growl? What does it sound like when you growl? Can you put your hand up on the door frame?
No. I know Darian's type now. If you've seen Helios around, that is definitely her type. So we just have to find someone that looks like that.
She had she had mentioned this one to another one. Wait, let me get my book. There was a 666 rule. Seems kind of weird. Something like at least 6 feet tall, at least 6 inches. I don't know what that means, and at least 6 figures made in a year.
You know what?
Is that the thing that you women want? Is that what you women want? 666.
I mean. I would hope for the second sickness be a lot more, and it is, but...
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Oh, that clicked for you.
Oh, yeah.
That is where it all went.
Hey. Okay, so, but because they're still asking us for quite a bit of coin, we're telling Agelia no for Lyra. She's going to be pissed at you. The fucking imp is probably listening right now. Probably watched us the whole time. What are you, little fucker?
We will tell her yes, and we will figure it out once we get our money back. Because we're going to get the money back that was stolen from us. And that's why I said, Darian's probably has it because it's probably in the palace in her kingdom, right? And so, then we'd be like, hey, Darian, could we have our money back? We just gave you your kingdom back. And then...
Yeah, and Lyra too. She has lived off of us a lot. Also, what does she need? What is this, snail cream?
I don't know what it's a snail
I don't
cream.
either. You put snails on yourself? That doesn't seem like a good idea.
No. It does not seem like...
No, I think it was actually not just cream. Mucus. Yeah, look at these notes. And he flips through his book. Snail mucus. Who would put mucus of a snail upon their face? That seems like a terrible idea.
Okay. So, a cast is kink shames. Good to know.
Cake? Oh, no.
Ooh.
I do not know, but maybe it's a good lotion. Who knows? I've never really tried it, so I can't say.
She's eccentric. All right. Also, she added another person to this expense account. This Minotaur Bullbug. Can we at least draw a line somewhere? How much bigger is the harem going to get? Huh?
We can cut Bullbug's expenses out. Bullbug can pay for himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe we could give him a job.
We could do that. We can give Bulbug a job, and that would probably make Lyra at ease if he's not with us. He can be a babysitter or a guard for the children.
I don't know about that. But okay. All right.
I think
By the
that's
way,
what we do.
any more dreams from the bitch?
I don't know. Has there been any more dreams? Probably.
Who are you talking to, my love? Why are you talking into your head like that?
I'm just talking to I was just my inner monologue. I'm just, sometimes I have to talk to myself and be like, have there been any, thinking.
I kind of wish we had that in real life, and it would be so fucking fabulous if we could just be like, hey, was there a meeting tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
As long as you put Siri in between hey and was, you can kind of do that.
That is true.
Siri, our game master? Oh, no.
Or Alexa, or,
AI is
Pick
going to
your
be our
point.
future. AI
hey, chat
master.
GPT,
Yeah.
whatever.
All right, well, let's go to bed, love. Hopefully this stays the same. Have you heard more from this Daphne's mother?
Yanni might have contacted her over the past few days, so he might have.
The search
I
has
imagine that.
continued. And over that time, indeed, the Amazons are covering quite a bit of ground, and they have been able to uncover something. Brissa, roll me a D100.
Okay. Oh, where is it? I don't know where it is. There we go.
That's what a cast said.
We've won D&D. It's the same.
We're twins. Oh my god. Brissa and Lyra are twins. We're twins.
Leto has not been God damn it, these names. Given too much information, as she's mostly handed essentially like a captain of a small squad. The person that she has impersonated essentially was kind of that and was reassigned to something else since the rest of the squad was annihilated in the process. So far, she's been able to kind of keep herself undercover. One of the things that she did, and she's a little hardcore for that, is kind of broke her face, and it's been partially swollen for that, and refused magical healing to try to say no, worry about others. It appears that they have been harried though by Sidonian forces. It appears furthermore that they have been able to stave them off, but they are moving in a southeasterly direction. They have learned that they are looking for burial grounds. It appears that they are hunting down Carpathos' corpse. They believe that it was buried with his body, the Caduceus, one of the 3 divine artifacts that you need to ascend to godhood.
It does seem that they're getting closer, and so I think soon enough we are going to have to leave and kind of go and confront Moxena.
Yeah. I feel like a damsel who's scared that her centurion leaves on war. What am I going to do without you?
Make sure Mitros is strong, and the gods are going to also probably come knocking sooner or later, and that is going to be a different conversation.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they haven't shown themselves more. People have worshipped them, and they have appeared to some. It appears that they are back, but they have not made an appearance here. I'm worried. I think Pharaohs must be scared of you. Rightfully so. But I'm worried what it will mean with the others. But if they come to retaliate while you're gone...
That is something that we will probably discuss in the morning then.
Okay. I'm sorry to put this heaviness on you. All right, let's go to sleep. You ready for round 2?
Of course.
Do I have to wear the helmet again?
Oh, yeah, we can leave it off this time. It's fine.
Oh, okay, thank you. It gets so hot in there. As we fade to black. later in the middle of the night as you are asleep, you find yourself standing upon the Ultros. You see the Nether Sea cascading down around you. The Ultros is completely empty, the ship itself swaying with the ocean of the Nether Sea. And at the very end of the ship, as you are kind of by the captain's chair and the other figure is on kind of like towards the bow, you see the familiar snake heads of Mexena. Her hands are clasped behind her back as you're within this dream vision. What do you do? And she has her back to you currently, I should also mention.
Does Brissa have a dream weapon?
You look down, and while you're clad in like a regal robe with all the adornments and like the symbol of Mitros as a pin, no weapons upon you.
She'll just run over to the snake lady and just start trying to bash her head against the mast.
You run over. As she turns around, she kind of gives you a confused look. As you kind of go towards her, she turns into just vapor. And then, as you kind of look around angrily, now she's standing by the mast. Crosses her arms. Tisk, what is happening to you? You're becoming animalistic.
Oh no, I was just practicing for when I see you in real life.
I see. So this is your final answer, then?
I'm not going to help you.
It is a true shame, you know. I thought we could do something better. I thought that
We will,
could...
just without you.
I thought. Wrongly, of course. Fine, then. Let's switch to insults and stabs, jabs and wounds. To be honest, Brisa, part of me wanted to temper myself, to do this the right way, to offer you a way to ascend with me. But the truth is, another part of me never forgot how you humiliated me in Mitros. Part of me never forgot that you made me go back home and kill my own sisters. Yes, I wanted revenge on them, but with you and a sword at my back, what choice did I have? I wanted to subjugate them, make them my vassals, but no. They had to die because of you. Because of your deluded sense of what is right. I gave you your husband back. I allowed peace in Mitros. Shame. Well, I have one divine artifact. I'm about to have a second one. And once I do, you will give me the third one, or your daughter will die. I will make that plain. And I will destroy her in a way that she will never be able to come back. And I will do it with joy. Because you are stupid and foolish and rash. But I will give you one more chance. Change your mind. Now.
I guess Brissa will, if you could cry in a dream, I think she, will be holding back tears and she'll be like, I love my daughter. Absolutely. But I will not sacrifice this world for one life. I know that there's a difficult choice that is being made that I have to make, and I can't easily do it, but I say no. And if you hurt her, I will make sure that I inflict that pain on you 1,000 times over for the rest of your life.
I will have my priestesses watch as I sacrifice her to the cult. And I will make it painful. And I will take that memory, Brissa, as she kind of steps up towards you, and her face is now right next to yours. And after you're bloodied and broken, I will have them transfer that memory into your mind. And I will have you relive it again and again and again. And then I will break the rest of your family. And I will also have them transfer that memory. And you will suffer for the rest of your long, long life. She pulls back. Her eyes meet yours. All the snakes are focused on you. But don't say I did not give you a chance. You petty, petty little bitch. Good luck.
I will see you soon.
Fucking TikTok. It takes everything. May your blade shatter and break. As she goes out now. Bloody. Oh my god. And with
I
that,
love TikTok.
Yay, TikTok. I would like everyone to give me a couple more long rests as you wake up in the morning.
Not me trying to find it on this new sheet.
It's the one that looks like a teepee.
Do you want to go to the old sheet? I can help you with that.
Up in the top right next
I
to your
want to
level.
learn. I found it. I love how short rest is a fork and a knife.
Not forking a knife. Yeah.
No, I want the tent. That's what I want. I want to sleep.
Oh my god, a good one.
It's pretty good.
Hopefully we fight today.
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
You can replace a number with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have yet to roll a 1 or a 20 for that roll this whole campaign.
All right.
As long as you roll useful numbers, that's what really matters.
The last 5 have been 12, 13,
Yeah.
and I'm like, this is awful.
That's what you don't want. You don't want 9 through 13.
Yeah.
Those are the numbers where you're just I don't know if this is gonna work or not.
I'll use it to do some stupid shenanigans in the background.
Yeah.
I try and cook a pizza. I make my roll a 13.
It's a average.
Do we think shit's about to get real? Are we in shit's about to get real mode?
I think so, yeah.
I need to change some spells around.
During those 2 days, Argenti, you absolutely more than had the opportunity to bring what happened to you to the attention of the rest of the group.
Yeah. I sure did.
Okay, cool. So let's
I love it. Oh my god,
it felt
Argenti
I
believes
did
in
have
no
that-
more secrets.
Yeah, I had that opportunity
Yeah,
and I did not take it.
did
I'm like,
very
oh, okay,
feel
cool.
I did have that opportunity.
Okay.
No, I definitely did. And to be extra cautious, I don't know if it would have made a difference, but Argenti probably would have wanted to have a meeting, but then through the brainwaves, a brainwave meeting.
We would have a silent message circle.
Is that called a
Just
brainstorm?
stare at each other. Whoever
Right.
holds the speaking stick is doing the mind message.
Oh.
All right, so imagine that you have all seated yourselves. It is just the 6 of you in the room. It is guarded from the outside. As you're
I
all
was meditating.
seated on pillows.
You
I
don't
guess?
have to have your eyes open to message each other.
As people are looking at each other wildly, Lyra is just like So Argenti, everybody's gathered as per your request. Everyone was maybe a little tense, but they all showed up. Brissa acquiesced and gave you all a meeting room. The Centurions are outside. Nobody else can listen in on what's happening, as you indicate that you're all having a brainstorm. Everybody, you find yourselves in a Zen place of Argenti's creation, and as you kind of like stand in this Zen mental place, you guys all can just openly talk with one another. Argenti, how did you broach this to the rest of the group?
Everybody gather round. Listen to me now.
Oh, God.
Holla. No, okay, sorry.
Oh my god, the wish
So-
spell has changed.
Sorry, I'm not into this style of music. You guys have fun.
Yanni, if I have to sit through this, you need to sit through this. Sit down.
So, thank you all for coming here today. I understand we all have very busy schedules to attend to. But I would like to inform you all that I was approached by none other than the Moon Maiden herself. And it was outwardly a very pleasant meeting, but it was laced with threats and a warning of possible retaliation from the gods. To name,
Because you
more specifically from
refused a
Pharaohs.
three-way? What are we talking about?
I used a 3-way?
Because you refused a three-way? I don't understand. I mean, that seems like what she would want.
Oh, no. For attacking Pharaohs.
Oh.
Naturally, that has, angered the parties involved.
Yeah, I think we
Big
kind of
surprise.
already is.
But I was told to bring back the fire, which I obviously will not be doing. You have my word. I still do have a gift from the Moon Maiden, which I fear that she will be using against me any day now if I do not do as she asks.
I mean, can't you just wish it away?
I mean, from what I've seen, that type of power, while it's incredible, comes with a lot of risk. And I don't know if I'm willing to do that again anytime soon.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Can we
Could you
just,
wish
like,
away the
dispel it?
gods?
Oh yeah, that would solve all of our problems.
It would solve some of our problems.
I'm just saying, it would solve like one of our like B problems.
yes. I will not deny, I have thought about it actually. However, I think it would cause what the scholars call a butterfly effect or a domino effect, something like that. It will create a lot of problems that we can't really see immediately. So, sounds wonderful. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's a good idea, though. But I just want to let you all know, in case you are also approached, or I don't really know how these boons work. And yes, I understand that I have a lot of faults, and I'm doing my best to fix those as well. But I fear that maybe I could be turned against you. I don't know how it works exactly. She is basically the goddess of, I don't know, charisma. So I don't know if she can be persuasive or controlling.
Yeah, yours is also a little trickier because all of us, we all got like tangible items for
gave
our
away my helmet.
gifts. I left my crown, I don't even know where, but it stopped working, so I got rid of it. But she like got rid of your crow's feet. So I don't know how we could prevent her from using that against you.
Right. Exactly my point. Also too, I think it would be worth mentioning that, I mean, you've probably already figured this out by now, that they're watching us constantly, always. I was having a private conversation with Mateo, and she sort of interrupted it. And she repeated everything back to me. I mean, they are gods. So I know that the rest of you have probably already, accepted the fact that we're being watched at all times. But
yeah, I stopped caring about people listening in on our conversation 3 years ago.
Yeah, it just kind of is what it is.
Yeah. So, I come to you for guidance. I truly don't know what to do, and I'm worried, not really for myself, but actually for those I care about, mostly. And I think she knows that. I think the gods know that.
I guess the question is, the gods are going to be a problem, right? And, if they do retaliate while we're not here, that would be detrimental to Mitros and all the people within.
Right.
So I guess the question is, do we go confront the gods first, and then after we confront the gods, then do we confront Moxena? Or how do we want to do that?
Well, from what Hephaestus has mentioned, the hunting god, hunter god, that one.
Hunter.
Hunter, sure.
He wears a lot of Oakley.
Yeah.
And Fox.
God damn it. No. He seems to be on Hephaestus' side. So on ours. Moon Maiden, Ghost Lord, and Trickster God, and Fish Queen. They seem to be rather neutral right now. At least this is what Hephaestus has said. And then, of course,
Sounds like the Moon Maiden has picked a side.
True. But as far as he's aware, the Sun Goddess and Skyfather are fully on Pharos' side. So, maybe we can talk to the more neutral ones, sway their opinion.
I mean, I am down for that, but do we honestly believe that Skyfather and is going to just be like, okay, fine, you guys are right, we won't smite you guys now? Or do we think we're going to have to take care of him, I guess, is the question.
I'm seeing we will likely have to take care of them, but it doesn't hurt to have more gods on our side. It certainly doesn't hurt to at least have less gods on his side. Right?
Yeah. So we sway those gods to our side, and then maybe we give them the ruse that we're going to turn over the fire to those two, and instead we use the fire on them in a neutral location.
Why not? I could also, or somebody could talk to Vulcan and see if he got any further in his own creation of spark harvesting.
I have a very far-fetched idea, but do we know how the fire was created? Was it created by a god? Was it?
Oh god, it was so long
He
ago.
stole it or something.
And the fire
Yeah, I thought he
is a
stole
weapon, correct? It is a weapon.
It is a glaive.
Mm-hmm.
And no, don't ask me to try and remember the lore from long ago.
Yeah, he stole it from his god because he didn't like him, and so killed him. He killed him with it, and then he came here because he was escape. I'm guessing he was fleeing, probably other gods, is my guess, right? And so then he killed his own god basically. Because he didn't like it what he was doing, and it sounded like basically he was coming here so that he could build his own little army and then go back out there and spread the will of pharaohs, right?
I will say, while we're on the topic of these gods being a pain in our ass, I've been working on something in our free time, and an interesting development came from it. But I can open a demiplane, and it seems like that may be out of their spying eyes for the time being, if we need to use that. I did talk to Darian's boyfriend about it because it's all kind of outside of my wheelhouse, and he said it may be because they're specifically Thylean gods, and the demiplane is technically outside of Thylea.
But Pharos isn't Thyllean. He's also not really a god, but he's still pretty powerful.
Right.
Well, it'll at least keep the 8 from watching, but you're right, I don't know about Pharos.
The other thing to keep in mind is, well, I don't know if this was ever discussed with you guys. Helios explained to me at one point while we were working on the spell and stuff that there are like degrees of gods, and none of the 8 are really like greater gods, like super powerful. Like they're still powerful, they're still gods, but there are more powerful gods out there, so they may be more limited in what they can do in terms of like getting into this demiplane or whatnot. So that's on our side. Just not sure to what degree. The other thing is I have a spell that can like make an item or a person for that matter invisible and undetectable by normal magic. I don't know if it would keep Pharaohs or any of the 8 from being able to sense it, but we could try using that on the fire as well, like in the demiplane, like stack our protections.
I will say, surprisingly, get ready, I'm glad we're all already sitting down, already working on that. Secondly, I believe when Lutheria gave me the gem that the fire is inside of, she did mention that the gem itself was already under some sort of non-detection magic.
And just to make sure we're also on the same page, it's still in the gem, right?
It is.
Just making sure nobody did anything silly while the rest of us weren't looking.
They
Sounds
did.
like we're good.
I guess the question is, are we going to? We're going to have to use it, right? During
Eventually.
our fight with them.
Are we?
I mean, to harvest their sparks, otherwise they're just going to come back.
I mean, technically we didn't use it to harvest Sidon Spark.
No, I mean, we didn't, but Pharaohs did.
No?
Did he not?
Gosh, it was
use
just
the
like a week ago, and I don't even remember anymore.
What do we need to harvest a spark for? Did someone
that
remind
it-
me?
They don't return.
Yeah, no spark, they stay dead.
Yeah.
Spark, they're back in like days to a week.
Oh, okay. All right.
It also plays a key role on creating a god. So
Did we do have to use the weapon unless there's a different way to harvest the spark? He
I
used the glaive.
guess he used it to get it out, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah,
will have to
that's-
use the weapon.
Yeah. It's just so nice and tucked away inside the gem right now.
Can you put it back into the gem too?
Well, I didn't put it there to begin with, so no.
is there a
I'm
way
not
we
sure of a
can?
way to do that.
Is there a way that we can make sure it's still there without opening the gem?
Wasn't it like glowing? I'm pretty sure.
I mean, why wouldn't it be if nobody's...
I mean, we could look inside the gem, couldn't we? Couldn't we see it in the gem? Oh, no?
You saw a flickering light in there, but not necessarily. I mean, Argenti saw it being placed inside of the gem.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then the
At
gem
least
Or
that's
was
his
it an
memory of it.
illusion?
Got it.
If you hold the gem, could you like know it intuitively? Like, could you connect with it, Lyra?
Hey, David, all the times that I've touched the gem, has it felt like I could feel the Promethean fire inside of it?
Sure, you think you felt that.
Yeah.
Well, good. All right. And I trust that nobody's done anything with it.
But I guess
I
that is
swear
what
I
I'm
have
trying.
not.
Yeah, I'm trying to say is we need to probably like, if it is a glaive, either me or Daphne attune to it before the fight so that we can use it to take out the.
I worry that
What?
the moment it leaves the gem, it will be taken.
Also, are we going after them first? I thought we were dealing with Marcena first.
I guess that is. I mean, that is what I'm asking. I vote we go after them first because I feel like, based off what Argenti is saying, they are going to retaliate very soon because we attacked them kind of first.
And how many are left? How many are in opposition? Do we know of for certain?
Like
Let's
all
assume
of them?
the moon maiden.
except for Heavy?
Yeah, all of them except for Heffy. And how many
No,
is
the
that?
And
How
the
many is
hunting
that?
Hunter is
god.
on.
And
The hunting
okay.
god is on our
Hunter.
side.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Did you not? Do you? Yes.
Daphne
there are
said that
three.
she. Yeah.
Currently, who are enemies, correct? And there is no in between. There is no, impartial or could be swayed. It's either our enemy with us or against us.
I mean,
Well,
it's easy. Like if
it's-
we could sway them, we could sway them 100%.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
sounds
it-
like Moon Maiden, not good.
No.
Guy Daddy, not good. Sun Mommy, not good. Fish Queen, I think she kind of just did whatever she wanted afterwards and was like
Yeah.
a neutral party. She
Correct.
did help us in the fight when we were at the tower, but afterwards I think Hephaestus said she kind of just went back down to the sunken city, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Yeah.
So she's a maybe. Who else is there? Ghost Lord.
I'd say the only
Trickster.
thing we can count on with Ghost Lord is he's on his own side.
Yeah, and then what, Vile Trickster, was that his name? The satyr?
Well, he preferred trickster, if I remember correctly. He didn't really like the vile part.
We haven't really
Well-
heard anything from him after
Right.
have we?
It sounds like he's back. So perhaps I feel like out of everyone he might I'd like to say he'd be easier to convince, but he is also the trickster god, so
He did, before we even fought Sidon, he did seem like he was kind of just blasé about the whole situation. And if I remember correctly, I think he tried to cut his own deal outside of the deal with the rest of the gods.
Yes. But for what purpose? Not sure.
So we'll go ahead and put him also in the maybe pile. So we have 1 good, 3 not good.
2. Are you just really not for the hunter god? Is that why?
No.
Oh, you said one good. Sorry. Okay.
2 good at least, minimum.
2 good.
Oh, right. You're right. Sorry. 2 good. 3 not good. 1, he's doing whatever he wants. 2 maybes.
So I vote. This is my idea. We try and talk to the maybes, and then after it either goes in our favor or not. And then after we talk to the maybes, we tell the no's that we would like to hand over the fire, and then during that exchange, we make it that they're no longer a problem. And I say that we do that first, because if Moxena gets the Caduceus, she's not going to be able to do anything with it. We still have the fire.
Right.
Whereas the gods can literally come and destroy the city. So I think they are currently the higher level threat, right? I mean,
What about your
Moxena
little
did
girl?
also. So look at the ground, and so that she'll tell them out. Moxena has promised me that Mitros will be sacrificed and killed, and it was my choice to either give her the fire or not. And I know that hard choices have to be made. I love my daughter, and if I can, I will give my life for her. But I would not give the entire city of Mitros. Because I know that what has to be done.
I'm sorry, Bertha. I'm sorry.
So,
Chris is definitely crying, like, to herself silently.
okay. A little bit sorry I asked.
Darian.
As you try to make a connection, Argenti,
Hmm.
you realize that you cannot touch upon Darian's mind. And you kind of like, as you kind of pull back, you look, and Darian is definitely standing there. And you can see her, like, she has a little bit of her arms
Oh my
crossed,
God.
and she's repeatedly, she'll just be nodding. But look at a person that is clearly not talking and just kind of nod.
Darian, do you hear voices? I'm gonna say this out loud. Do you hear voices?
All right, we switch over. We are in a house that is clearly not quite yet reconstructed. It seems like a bed frame has survived the attack upon Mitros. And there are 2 individuals in this bed. One is a man that is about 6.5 feet tall, golden hair cascading down as he currently has like blankets kind of draped over his naked body in certain places. Darian next to him as he just goes, "Listen, just because you didn't want to have the conversation yet does not mean you shouldn't."
Helios, I'm trying. I think they're talking to me. Hold on, give me 1 second. I just need to. Oh shit! I think
the worst fucking time.
Argenti asked me something. Oh shit! I'm just gonna keep
I thought
nodding.
the other was
I'm gonna-
good. No, you only. Oh. I think you
my
kids call it
God.
the jig is up.
We're gonna
Oh
die.
my God.
We're all gonna fucking die.
Everybody needs to put their dicks away, okay? This is no longer a dick zone. Keep it in your pants. We're trying to save the world.
All 4 of them.
Argenti casts cock block at level 9.
He uses wish to get rid of every one of them,
Right.
except Mateo's.
I just wished dicks away from these.
Everybody's a Barbie doll right now.
They're gonna be so upset. I genuinely
Welcome to
just thought
Sapphic, Thylea.
I thought it was just gonna be us having a
Late-stage
breakfast
feminism.
meeting.
Here we go. Let's do it.
I just thought we were gonna have a breakfast meeting and just talk about the same shit we always talk about. I didn't know we
Well,
were gonna.
someone's having breakfast. It's not us.
Someone was getting bread and breakfast.
That was actually cake and breakfast.
Snap
As
into a
soon as
Slim
she realizes the jig is up, Darian just lets it go. So you see this this like figure just fade away.
Just vanish.
Is Darian not even here this entire time?
What the
I'm gonna fucking kill her.
Yanni, have you been teaching Darian high levels of teleportation magic lately?
No, I don't. That was guys. Was that a spy magic of some sort in the shape
No.
of Darian? Do they have Darian?
No, it wasn't a spy magic. It was a Darian really wanted to use the spell, and she picked the worst fucking time to use it.
So Darian,
She's gone.
were
There's
you in
no
on this?
Darian,
Were you,
she's just gone.
were you in on this, Brissa? I mean, not Brissa. Lyra. Sorry, I'm all flustered. You all look the same.
What?
What the fuck does that mean?
All women look the same.
I
Okay,
could-
Darian,
I
the
could
jig
pull
is
him
up.
out.
Come out.
You could-
Ollie oxen free.
Are you
You
still
win.
weak and frail? Because I'll push you over.
Lyra, were you in on this? Did you know that Darian wasn't there the whole time?
No. Obviously, if I did, I would have told her to come here. This was an important conversation to have about the future of Thylea.
Right, it is. Do we have any idea where Darian is right now?
If I had to make a guess, fixing her bird.
Sleeping in.
Right, she's probably still asleep. Or, God, I don't know. She doesn't really do anything crazy.
We switch back to the scene. All right, so they are. We need to tell them.
No. Listen, there's a lot going on right now. Everyone has so much on their plate that I just think we tell them after. We don't even know if I'm going to survive this fight. We don't even know what's going to happen. We said
Well, now
this
you're
was
not
low-
because you don't know what the fuck we're doing.
We said this was low commitment. Helios, we said this was low
He
commitment.
crosses his arms, his biceps just kind of popping up a little bit. He kind of like leans back a little bit. He goes, "Wait, did you do this just so that you could finally have a secret? Because I listened when you complained about that. Is that what this is about? Is this what I am to
No,
you?"
Helios, you are not my only secret. Okay, they didn't know I could do
That
that.
makes it worse. Because now it sounds like I'm just one of very many people that you.
Helios, you know that's not true. I wouldn't have been hanging out with you these past 96 hours.
We did spend a lot of time together.
We have been spending a lot of time together. I don't even think Lyra realizes I wasn't shopping with her. I don't think she realizes.
Probably not.
But I should get going. I think they were talking about some pretty important stuff, but see you tonight?
So I can be one of your secrets?
You can come to my room in the palace. We don't have to meet in this house anymore.
No, to be honest, I kind of like it. I can be
Yes,
like one
what
of
I
the
thought.
centurions.
You know what?
Just don't make
Surprise
a specific
me.
one. Okay. Cool.
No, just surprise me.
I don't, no.
And Darian's like throwing on her armor. She's bolting out the house, but then runs back in to give him a really quick kiss and then leaves.
Aw. As you start running towards the palace, we switch back to you guys.
So look, one of the things we're not taking into account here is we've still got the Titans to deal with too. They're not going to want the gods around. There's no way, and Helios has pretty much confirmed this for me in conversation. There's no way that we can deal with all the gods if they're in alliance. Even if some of them like sit out, but we've still got several of them working together, we're going to have a hard time. So
Chelsea,
do we try to maybe talk to some of the Titan kids and see if they're like on board with what we're trying to do, like with sharing some of the responsibility for stuff, and that they could maybe want to help take out the problem deities in the 8 and Pharaohs. I mean, if nothing else, they should want to take out Pharaohs, because if Pharaohs beats us and gets the fire back, he's coming after them.
if I remember correctly, the last time we met Chelsea, she sort of didn't she something. We could have won her. We won her over somehow.
A little bit, sort of, but then she still like ran off. I'm pretty sure she's back in Cydonia at this point. I would guess.
I guess has Brissa heard anything from her spies about what Cydonia might or might not be doing?
Roll me a D100 plus. What is your? Hold up.
Plus $1,000,000.
Plus 100.
Right, a D100 plus
Nice.
100.
I tell you what. Go ahead and make me an investigation check, and then add that to your D100 roll.
47 and where investigation? Why is it so horrible? 2 49.
Wow.
The city clearly has been very locked off. It seems like with the assault on the tower, a lot of people, including people that worked with Argenti and the secret organization that was working against the Titans, were ferreted out and executed in the streets. That was when a lot of the spies got out of Dodge. From the couple that have remained, you haven't been getting a lot of information. It seems like the troops have gathered there, and that place now, Cydonia, is the stronghold of Titans. All the Titan children are there and travel to and fro, but they are active and returning. It seems like, as best as you can tell, they are building back up for something, but currently turtling up. They're protecting themselves. They have been, if anything, kind of expecting that the 8 strike out against them, but that hasn't happened yet. They have been just as worried, like waiting for their Titans to be resurrected at the temples as much as the 8 have been waiting for their gods to come back. And now it's like essentially mutually assured destruction. Who's going to strike against whom first, and what are the consequences of that happening?
Brissa will relay that. So we might be able to convince them, but at the same time, Thylea is there, and that motherfucker is crazy. So I don't know if we, Chelsea is fine, right? But Thylea is like, a little nuts.
Oh my god! I'm so sorry. I'm late, guys. I'm so sorry. I just was up late last night fixing Andrea and trying to make some last minute adjustments. I didn't fall asleep until like 4 a.m. I'm so sorry. Does anybody have any extra breakfast food? I'm starving.
Inside check.
Yeah, I'd like to do an inside check as well.
Is it just me, or does she kind of have a glow about
Brissa
her?
believes you. She believes you 100%.
Yeah, you tell me what you think about your rolls.
Oh, not great. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
checks out.
We're all believing you.
Yeah.
Wow, so right.
You guys would never think that I would do that to the group. I would
yeah,
never.
yeah.
Why would you lie? Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah, no, it's fine.
She-
We just had a really
she
important
did use a spell to
conversation.
lie.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
you also had to have been awake to have cast the spell, but it's fine. It's
Yeah, but
no
haven't
big
you ever
deal.
wanted to
Just
just
lay
lay in
in
bed a
bed.
little bit, and if you could just send someone else to do what you need to do, so that way you could have a little bit more time to just relax with your eyes closed.
Every day of my career.
Yeah. And
Sorry,
it's-
that was real world intruding.
Yeah, but isn't this such a cool thing? I just realized I could do this. How awesome is that?
So did
I
that
just-
illusion relay all of the information back to you that we were talking about, or did you?
So when I was really focused on it, I could see out of it. I could hear everything, but and I could talk with it, but I have to really be focused on it. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes when I was laying there, I wasn't really focused on everything. So I missed like most of it. I definitely missed most of it.
Right. Well, the entire conversation was in our heads.
Yes.
So
That makes sense because every time I tuned in, you guys were like really intently staring at each other, and I just thought it was like you guys were arguing about something, and I was just like catching.
Okay. Let's just fill her in.
Yeah.
After you fill her in, you're now at the point where you have said everything that was said at the meeting.
Perfect.
And what I was going to ask was, I felt like you should give some input, seeing as you are supposed to be the future queen of a rather important part of the world.
She is the current queen in exile.
Right. We are once again doing something other than going to Themis.
Right.
So
But you must be tired. You know, it's not that important.
I
not me liking
recognize.
Argenti.
Well, Argenti, not all of us had 2 days to lay around and rest up, so I recognize that as much as I want my city and my country to be free, that we can't go up against Moxena if we have 3 or 6 or however many other gods breathing down our necks. We need to know that we're not going to be fighting a war on 2 fronts. It already happened once and it didn't go well for us.
We can barely handle a war on one front, let's be honest.
Yeah. And if Brissa's willing to take that risk with her daughter, then I will do what she asks of me.
Well, that was my idea. What does everyone think then?
I mean, yeah. I don't have a better one.
I think it's a good place to start. I think you've got a pretty solid idea, Brissa.
All right, so I guess, Daphne, can you ask Hephaestus to get us in touch with the ones that might be swayed, and then we can try and sway them, and if we can sway them, then we can lure the trap for the other 2.
I can. He is really wishing for peace. Just a heads up on Hephaestus's goals.
But if it comes to it, he'll fight with us, not with them. Or at least he won't fight us, at the very least. Right?
I hope so. I think. Yeah. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I can ask him to get in touch. Is there anyone in particular you guys want to talk to first? Do we want to split up and try to talk to them individually, all together?
I feel like starting with the ones who are most likely to be friendly with us. Because then, the more we have signing off, the more likely it should be, if logic prevails, big if, that the ones who are more on the fence would be like, oh, well, if you've already got, 3 on your side, okay, sure, I'm more likely.
Right, sorry, I mean, of the neutral party, do we just want to get them all together, then?
Oh, that's
the Ghost Lord has already met with the Medusa, Gigan, and the Amazon, so do we know he's really neutral?
So we don't. he had mentioned, Hephaestus had mentioned before that he thought the Ghost Lord was up to something. Maybe that was it.
I mean, it seems likely that the Ghost Lord's definitely up to something. Is he up to something with anybody else that we're already involved with, or is he just trying to replace Lutheria as Lord of the Nethersea? Because that's what I thought he was talking about when you said that.
There. Alright. I suppose I'll get in contact with him. See where we go from there.
I think that sounds like a good plan.
Yep. Alright.
It might even be better to have him talk to people without us first.
I agree. I mean, he knows them for much longer, so I agree with that.
Okay.
Get the initial feeling, I would say, and then
Yeah.
Is there a way to remove their spark without killing them?
I don't know.
Great question.
Because if we can find a way, that might... It's not necessarily peaceful, because I know they probably wouldn't want to give it up, but it might be a way to keep us from having to kill them. Or at least, we're not fighting gods, we're fighting other people.
Yanni, make me an Arcana check.
25.
With a 25, you are not sure whether such a contraption could exist, or if it would have to be made by a god. But you think your best guess in the way that this divinity works, this spark, this thing that somehow feeds the divinity of a god, whether they're a lesser god or greater god, a true god like Kentimane or Thylea, maybe they could give it up. But what
I don't
god
know if we could force it
did that?
from them. It might be possible for them to surrender it, but that seems unlikely.
that does seem unlikely.
Although I feel like Pitor would have surrendered it in a heartbeat if he would have had the option presented to him. So maybe there are others that feel that way. I did have this crazy dream once about this little pink puffball that could run around and suck the essence out of things. Maybe it was real and we could find him. Probably not.
If only a creature like that existed.
They sound adorable.
They do.
Absolutely terrifying.
It does sound a little horrifying.
Of course, the other problem with that was when he sucked out their essence, he kind of took on their essence. So then we just have this super powerful deific pink puffball sucking essences out of people. Mm-hmm. Yeah, never mind. It would have turned into a nightmare if I hadn't woken up, I think. So let's just move on.
What if we don't actually have to be the strongest? What if we just have to we can pretend to be the strongest, deceive them? I mean, I don't know exactly how this new magic of mine works, but when I wield it, I feel as though I can control more than I even want to. Maybe they know what it is, and we could threaten them with it. And if Brissa, Brissa's making an incredible sacrifice with her daughter, there's a chance even this magic could destroy me, but it's a sacrifice I'm also willing to make for the benefit of the world.
You mean your wish stuff?
Yes. We could threaten them if they don't listen or they don't take us seriously. We could tell them, then we'll just undo them, or we'll trap them back in the Sunken Kingdom.
Like, we let you out, we'll put you back in. But
Yeah.
That's honestly not a bad idea.
Yanni, make
No,
me
that-
another Arcana check for that one. With advantage, I'd say, because you have worked with Helios and some of that stuff. Excuse me.
Another 25.
What is
'Cause
interesting
apparently I
about
can't roll for shit.
this fragment of Lutheria's possibility that Argenti seems to have inherited and that he has been using, like, clearly it weakens him, so it is certainly something that a mortal frame is not really designed to contain. Beyond that, you also think that even these lesser gods might be immune from outright destruction by something like that. However, when Argenti mentions trap them, there must be latent power from when Lutheria trapped them in the Sunken Kingdom that Argenti could tap into, but they would have to willingly return to the Sunken Kingdom. And you would have to deceive them to maybe even stand a chance to use that. But if you can pull it off, maybe indeed you could get the 8, once again trapped in the Sunken Kingdom.
So it would be less of a threat situation and more of a we trick them into coming down there, and that's what we're gonna do situation.
Yeah, this one's tricky.
That said, though, and this is above table for all of you, right? So make it clear, like, you probably cannot wish these gods out of existence, right? Trap them, that could be one of the things. But think of the things that these gods care about. Maybe you cannot touch them with the switch spell. There's other stuff you might be able to do.
Wish that raves don't exist anymore.
Moon even throws yourself off, Thylea.
Well, we don't dislike all of them.
Right.
There were some that we were fine to let, do what they were doing.
Right.
100%.
So,
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like even if the Fish Queen doesn't side with us, as long as she doesn't side with the others, she can go on about her business. Like, she seems okay.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with the trickster too.
It's really just the Skyfather and the Sun Mommy. Those are the two that are like.
And the Ghost King.
I
Sort
think
of
he's
kinda, at least.
TBD. Yeah.
Well, he more in the same way that I've been terrified of him from the moment I found out about him, than because of anything that's happened since.
Well, before we even freed them, Sun Mommy and Sky Daddy were already butting heads with each other. I'm sure that probably hasn't gone away now that they have freedom and divinity still. So we can probably use that somewhere. Like if we can get one of them decide not even
Based on-
necessarily with us, but not against us.
Yeah, but based on what's been happening in the world at large over the last couple of weeks, they're probably butting something other than heads these days, so who knows?
They're butting butts.
But Argenti's right. Argenti's right. but Argenti's right. They must be afraid of us because of the weapon we hold.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
So what I know we want to talk to the neutral parties. But I don't think they would hurt us if we talked to either the sun god or the moon. Like, they don't want to die.
Right.
And their maker came back to them extremely hurt after fighting us when we weren't even at our full strength. And we're stronger
having
now.
lost the weapon that can unmake them.
Yes. So I think Argenti's right in the fact that we do hold some power. I think we let the ones that we don't think are going to cause us issue know that as long as they leave us alone, we'll leave them alone. But I think we might have to show a little bit of force with one of them, the sun whatever and the moon. Well, I don't know, not the moon maiden. What's the other
Sky
one?
King.
The Sky King or the Sun Mother, whatever.
Yeah, I think it technically was Sky Father and Sun
Sky Daddy.
Mother.
I thought it was, I don't know.
But we call them Sky Daddy and Sun Mommy.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
I do not. Don't know why you say we.
The royal we call them Sky Daddy
Yeah.
and Sun Mommy.
and I thought from what you guys told me about your interactions with them, Sun Mommy is a little bit more conniving. That she was a little bit more manipulative.
Well, I am her champion.
Oh. So
Well,
who,
that lines up.
yeah. who do we think that we can manipulate more? Someone who's
I think
been doing it her whole life, or
I think the Sky Father, he's arrogant, and that's
Yeah, he's just
always
cocky.
something you can play against someone if you do it smart.
Mhm.
So,
True.
Lyra, how would you do that?
God. Oh no. I don't know.
You're the expert liar. It's in your name, Lyra. Lyra.
Sometimes this gift is such a curse. How would I manipulate Sky Daddy?
I have an idea.
Please don't say you'll sleep with him.
No.
Well,
Not our
I mean-
sweet Darian.
Why would you think I'd use my body like that? Why would you?
I thought he was talking to Lyra.
No, I was
Oh.
talking to Lyra. Why
Even
why
the
do you
dude
feel
sounded like a
attacked
horse.
right now,
She has
Darian?
probably considered it.
I had said I had an idea, and then you said, "Are you going to sleep with him?" And I thought you were responding to me
That was
saying, "I
that
have
was
an idea."
happenstance. Are you hiding something? I thought we said no more secrets.
No,
Why do you
I
feel
have
so
an
attacked
idea.
right now?
I
Yeah,
want
why
to
are you-
share my
why are you turning
idea.
flush?
Just
Why are you
share your
turning flush
idea.
right now?
No, I want.
hey, clarification for no reason, David. Sky Daddy's a centaur, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Why for no reason?
Hence the
Oh
hung like a horse.
no, the chance just went up. It's the 6-28-6 rule. As everyone turns towards you, Jarian, for
Jesus.
your idea.
Okay, so we know that
Fucking right.
we know that Sky Father and Sun Mother were fighting for who's going to lead the Pantheon. We know that. So why not tell Sky Father not
that we
only
think he should be the leader.
he should be
right?
the leaders, but we can make sure that Sun Mother's not an issue, and he won't have Pharaohs lording over him anymore.
But I'm going to be honest. I think Skyfather is the worst of the two, and if I would rather try and get rid of him.
With that,
He's-
you all hear a poof, 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 poof.
Who comes here?
Somebody knocks at the
He's
door
here. He
behind
showed
you.
up.
He's here.
Everyone, like, the room is empty. Nobody move. Turn off all the lights.
If we don't move, we can't see us.
I'm not here.
This guy behind the just goes, clever girl. No, but you hear the feminine voice of a centurion going, Queen Brissa, we have received word from Daphne's mother, as you requested.
Oh shit!
No.
It doesn't rain;
Yeah.
it pours.
Bring the news in.
She kind of goes in. She kind of bows to all of you, kind of looks at you, Daphne. Your Highness, as you requested, we have kept hourly contact with your mother, and she said that they're mobilizing. It seems that they have found the cannons that they were looking for, and an assault is being enacted right now. She asked if we could come to help, but she's going to try to waylay them as long as she can.
Hey, could one of the bad guys just calm down for a second?
I'll try and ask.
No, she's being sarcastic.
Oh,
I guess
I guess we gotta go.
we relay that we will be on our way, and then
will do.
I guess.
Anything further?
Can we send?
We have 25
No,
words.
no.
She takes out a scroll.
Just how many times can you say we're on our way?
Well, no. Can she give us any sort of direction where she is? Anything we
GPS
could
coordinates
use?
would be great.
Yeah. Describe what she sees.
Sure.
She's got 25.
I'm sorry, I don't know
Teleport
anything
to
about
a
magic. I'm just
person,
going to
right?
go
It has
to
be a-
the academy. All right. Yes, Your Highness. And runs.
Well, we could use the scroll. We could do the message if we have the scroll, right?
She kind of
And
stops.
Yanni
Is
will-
is that what
writing
you
down.
want me to do?
Do we trust the soldier to do the message? Don't we want to send the message?
Are you using your inside voice? Or
Yeah, I used it all in my head. All in my head.
She's gone. All right.
What a-
Yanni can also send a message as well.
yeah,
But-
yeah.
I guess, can we ask Hephaestus if he could hold off the gods while we take care of this problem, and then we can deal with the gods afterwards then?
yeah. I'll talk to him. I'll go now.
All right. As you guys run off throughout the palace, get your gear ready, your birds.
Bird. Oh no, that's
Just
right.
the-
Yanni's
just
got a
the
bird. Yanni's got a bird too. I can't leave out Yanni's bird.
And you can't forget what was their name? Fred, Tim, Bob, your summoned eagles.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You can just call them whatever. All right, they just pop out of the
Yeah,
air.
unlike Lord of the Rings, they do the thing.
They
that you
actually
need them
do
to
show up
Just-
when they
yeah.
need to. Yeah.
Yeah, making things a
can't
little bit more
forget-
convenient. Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
god.
fuck! What was
Y'all,
their name again?
y'all need to watch Nerd of the Rings. All your questions will be answered.
I thought they all were like Bob. I
You
think
say
we
you say
just-
goodbye to
Yeah,
your loved
probably.
ones, to your slam pieces, to your secrets, and to your codependent relationships. And that is where we're going to pick it up next week. All right. We are back into action territory. I am super excited to see how that's going to go. Totally no race against the clock at all to see who's going to get the Caduceus first. No, don't worry about that. Don't overthink that. With that, though, we will be back again next week, Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. But until then, have a wonderful time, and we'll see you guys then.